welcome to tonight's session. Sorry we're a little behind. We had to catch some things up, so this session might be a little shorter in the long run than usual, but that's okay. Welcome to Lancer Session 2. We didn't come up with a silly name for it, unfortunately, but we'll figure something out eventually, maybe. I'm joined by our wonderful cast of characters. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, reintroduce your character, and then we'll do a summary, that would be perfect. Starting with Scrum, or in this case, Carlisle.
Yeah. Not a lot has changed about Captain Carlisle. He's still a pirate captain, although I've gone from the mech that is literally a pirate to the Hydra because it gives me a bunch of drones to order around, which he is treating as a crew, in the lack of his crew of people, given that he got arrested.
Now, just as a side note, when we're playing, can you name those drones and give them, like, the crewmen in a story and just be like, that acts just like Johnny, or whatever?
Perhaps. No promises, but I can try.
Okay.
I feel like that's a coping mechanism of some sort.
Look, rich boy in space fighting for his life, he's allowed to have coping mechanism. Frozen!
No.
Maybe, perhaps. Excuse me while I shovel food down my face. Frozen, if you're talking, we can't hear you. Unfortunate. Alright, well, we'll jump down to Ironworks and let him come back.
No, just join.
Come out. Frozen, can you talk now?
Was he muted?
It doesn't say he's muted.
I'm wondering if Discord decided... Because Discord did have an update. I might have reset his... Oh, I heard him.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're just super quiet.
That's because I changed microphones. I was playing with my my actual microphone and switched to my headset mic.
The fool. Okay, so can you introduce your character and all that fun stuff real quick?
Yeah, so my character's name is Jastia Phoenix, call sign Jester. She operates the Sudden Intervention. That's the name of her mech.
Nice.
I haven't changed anything really about her, so yeah, just upgraded some equipment and added bonds, which is a new thing we're playing with.
Yep, and I will talk about that in a second after we do our introductions, and I'll let you guys go through your bonds so we all know and have an idea and yada yada yada. A little bit of metagame, it'll be okay. Jumping down to Iron, or in this case, Waylon.
So, Waylon is a super soldier. He's got all kinds of cybernetic augments. I have chosen, for my bonds, the Titan, and he pilots the GMS Everest known as Spark. For my licenses, I have decided to go into Tokugawa. And, my bond power is hilarious because it's called Absolute Meat.
That sounds terrible. All right,
That's pretty good, actually.
Jumping over to RJ.
My character's name is Danica Von Jory. She's an outlaw. My bond is what the heck's it? What's the name of the bond? I selected bond already. Oh, jeez, Louise.
Can you do it off of memory?
No, I selected the wolf.
Ooh. Well, appropriate name for the characters you're playing.
I'm keeping it in select the wolf. I selected it. The wolf. I address challenges, precisions, or coldness, or intimidation. I express my heritage and background through my actions. What gives me power is... you have to write that out, huh?
Yeah. Well, you can also there's a pre-select thing that you can pick up.
Yeah. A hard, bitter upbringing. The thing I must keep in most of all is the people I care about the most. Okay.
So, since there's me,
and my boon is the Fang. Right? Is that? Oh, select bond. on powers. I'm sorry. My power is going to be Tear Throat.
All right.
And that means I can kill any NPC within his arm's reach without rolling, but I must first pay the cost. The GM chooses one. I'm whacked by guilt, unable to use his ability again until next session, or I take a burden.
You take a burden or a stress?
It says a burden.
What?
Yeah.
What did that ability do again? Might I ask?
It instantly
I can
killed
kill
anyone?
any NPC within his arm's reach without rolling. And just tear the throat out like a wolf. Smack.
Oh, cool. I just picked Absolute Meat because I like the name of it.
Anyway,
It does give me the ability to push a mech out of the way, though.
Seems a little overpowered. Now, speaking of bonds, and we'll kind of go back through stuff after I do my character introduction. I'm over here playing Zoid Hextown, call sign Hex. I'm piloting the GHM Hopper. Oh, wait, no. I changed his name. It's supposed to be Railroad. I think that's my next mech's name, but whatever. Yeah, nothing special there. The bond I did was the Builder. And to speak about bonds, and it's a very similar system to Blades in the Dark, experience-wise and building-wise, and just helps feed roleplay a little bit more. So we're going to try it out and see how it goes. So I'm going to have to figure out, burns a little better, because if there's an ability that just gives you one, they're probably not as serious as the ones from Blades in the Dark, and or they're recoverable. So, we'll be going through that, and you'll hear us talk about that. Today's session should be relatively heavy into the roleplay. The missions and whatnot will not be combat the entire time. You hope. So, do you want to get a quick recap from what happened last session? Anybody?
Do you want us to tell you, or do you want to tell us?
No, you guys tell me.
We killed a bunch of pirates, and then we noticed that their guns were still up, so we killed more pirates, and then we attempted to tell pirates to leave, so that didn't work, and then we killed them instead.
Okay.
Is about what I'm being a little facetious in the way I describe it, but I think that is actually about the gist of it. It's 2 weeks, you know how time passes.
Okay. Anyone else have a more apt description? Because, as a basic description, that works.
We landed onto the space station and were tasked with dismantling both a railgun and an AA gun as well. So we went to one side of the room, started doing that. Went to the other end of the what's a good way of saying it? The deck, I suppose.
This is a whole different side of the space station, but yeah.
I'm trying to think of words, and my ship terminology is failing me. But we went to one side, destroyed the railgun. We went to the other side, and we dismantled the loading system for the AA, so it could no longer fire. And then we were going to try and wait for others to appear. I almost forgot. There was a section in the middle where we had a mono-e-mono scuffle because our mechs were disabled due to some weird science magical shenanigans. And then we went to disable them. We disabled both of the guns, and we were going to wait for reinforcements to come and try to get the guns active again.
Here, can you take this? I'll trade you.
They didn't end up... they did not end up appearing, and then we suddenly realized, oh wait, that's probably because they know we have mechs, so they're just waiting to center again between the two guns to turn the device on again and get us all over the mechs.
Yep, that's pretty apt description. You guys finished them off by a hail of gunfire and finished clearing the station, which completed your mission. Excuse me. And so on and so forth. And the thing that they were putting back together was an EMP generator. The third weapon that was destroyed was a EMP mine launcher. So the generator itself was attached to that. You guys didn't explore that at all because you didn't really ask about it. You just broke it and left. But that's not that important because we were dealing with learning that combat as a pilot versus regular people is broken. Oh, that was loud. Excuse me. Sorry, I'll do it.
I'll be right back. My microphone is malfunctioning. I know exactly what the cause is, so I will be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, that works out well. So just as a quick descriptor, Epo Station, which is where you guys are at, is a... No, what's the best way to describe this? Again, most space stations are about the size of a small town. You know, they fit a couple hundred people. They have living apartments. They have all the mechanical stuff to keep things going. But this one specifically is a landing dock. More of a shipping yard kind of thing. So it's not really meant for ships. It's meant for cargo and things like that. And they shuttle things out. So it's more of a midway point than anything. If you guys remember, you guys were securing the station so the Crooked Smile had some place to land that wasn't, you know, dealing with a dreadnought. Over here dealing with yahoos. Excuse me, sorry. So, with that, you guys are chilling in your mechs. You've had time for a full repair, or you will have time in the next couple of seconds. About 6 hours later, after you finish securing the base, you get a hail on the comms from a lieutenant on the comms channel connected to the Crooked Smile. Who of you has the big long-range comm device? Because I know one of you does.
I don't think I do anymore. No.
Does anyone have a long-range comm device?
Yeah, I retrofitted that out when I went from being a nerd to a pirate.
I have data plating, but I don't think that works.
Nope, data plating won't quite work in this situation. No, it was the OLEG or whatever it's called. Though if one of you didn't, if you changed it on your character, then that would be okay. Not the end of the world.
Yeah, I think you meant the Omni Hook, and I don't have that anymore.
Omni Hook, yeah, that's what it's called. Okay, so you were probably the one that I assumed had it still. So you guys are in the comms room, not chilling out front, and you've directed several messages to the Crooked Smile, and finally, someone answers. Which one of you is talking?
Well, I'd have passed that off to somebody else, considering to me that, again, this is a working vacation. I don't really care about the bureaucracy.
All right,
Okay.
I'll take it up. Why not? I'll take it up, mainly because military stuff.
Okay.
Sure.
And it's curious what's going on.
So, ask a question. You have the comms. You've connected.
Oh, okay. I thought the comms were coming through and they were going to talk to us.
No.
And
You finally got paged.
My bad. We finally got a signal to the outside. Just okay. So he's basically going to say, "Do we? We don't have an actual name just yet. We aren't the Reckless Five just yet. Just yet.
So you guys are technically Alpha Squad.
Okay.
Of the Crooked Smile, because again there was 4 Lancer crews on the Crooked Smile.
I think so.
Or mech crews. Clearly not Lancer crews.
Sorry.
considering What happened to
There
them.
are 2 Lancer crews and 4 mech crews total, including you guys. But Lancer crews, there's specifically 2 crews, Alpha and Beta.
Right. I remember that because he had the giant mech that was like built like a Rock'em Sock'em robot. I forgot about that. And then he got blown out of hair hatch.
He crashed his ship into the EMP cannon for y'all. Which again, you guys didn't explore and find his body. I was super sad. Could have flash cloned him.
Didn't think that far ahead, dude.
It's all good.
Good soldiers follow orders. We were told to go destroy guns. Yeah.
You did great.
One was already destroyed, so we didn't need to go.
So,
Kind of assumed that would be done when the ship landed.
say what?
I kind of assumed that would be done when the ship landed after we had secured the location.
Assumed what? Sorry, I missed
Recovering
that.
remain.
Oh, yeah. He was
the
still.
recovering of the body would occur after the fact.
Oh, he was still alive.
Oh,
You guys just missed the time frame on that one.
Dude.
That was one of those bonus objectives I kept talking about.
It's done now, sadly.
Yeah.
So
anyway.
Waylon's going to ring them up. Sorry, focus. Waylon's going to ring them up and say Alpha Squad or Alpha Team has taken down both of the anti-ship weapons. You're free to come in now.
Alpha Squad, are you a Lancer Alpha?
Yes.
We had a lot of Alpha Squads flying around currently. What's left of them?
Yes, we're Lancer Alpha Squad. We have managed to take down the 2 guns we were designated with.
we're not Lancer Alpha.
So, okay, we'll get there 2 hours. We're barely flying at this point, but I think we held off the other destroyer. See what you guys can find about information on other stuff. See if your station's connected to the others. I know the station you're at is a supply port, which will work, but it's definitely not ideal. You hear yelling in the background, and suddenly the captain's voice pops over the mic. You guys all recognize her voice at this point. You've heard it enough times. Just kidding. Most of you wouldn't actually know because you've been asleep the entire time. But you can assume it's the captain from the way that she is talking. Except for a couple of you know about her, but that's regardless. Anyway, you hear on the lines, "Hey, guess what?"
We're alive?
No, that's good. You've earned yourself a name.
Oh dear.
You didn't blow up, unlike the majority of the other people I sent out, so you're going to be the Reckless. How many of them are in your squad? 6, right?
He's just gonna distinctly remember, is like, yes, he's gone.
Not anymore.
No, we're down to 5. We did take a casualty.
All right, new call sign is Reckless 5. Keep that in mind. That'll be your comms from here on, so I have to keep calling you guys Lancer, Alpha, and Bravo.
A firm.
Okay, you got about 2 hours to recon, and then I'll get you your next bit, and then we'll talk again. Understood?
Copy. We'll start
right.
looking around for what we can dig out.
Okay, so you do so. What would you guys like to
He's
do?
going
What skills
to-
are you trying to do? Where are you going to look? All that fun stuff. I'm going to spotlight around the table really quick. So starting with RJ, since you haven't said anything yet.
Okay.
Where in the station are you exploring? Because I'm going to let you all explore your own section. It's big enough.
Okay, so I'm going to look for the armory.
You're going to look for the armory. Okay. So that's directly underneath you guys because you're in the security room.
I'm gonna head down there and check it out and see if I can find ammo that fits my stuff, and maybe anything like an add-on or whatnot.
Sure. What would you like to? Would you like to use any skills while doing this, or are you just gonna kind of basic bare bones do whatever you want?
Well, I don't think I have any skills to help me with this one, actually.
Okay, that's fine. So, with a basic bare bones, yada yada, getting through stuff, you go down to the would-be armory, and you notice it's basically just a heavy-duty small printer, or medium-sized printer, whatever. It's about the size of a person, and it prints the weapons as needed. It prints the ammo as needed. And there's a little roster that says who checked out what and when, and you notice that there's a ton of recent printings that have been finished and done. Way more than the pirates you've killed.
Out of curiosity, how well stocked is it with raw resources to print with?
It's looking pretty bare. Like someone used a good majority of them to print stuff. You would say there's about 10% left of its total storage capacity.
Okay. I mean, I'm not there. I'm just wondering if it's like a character level question.
Yep. Nope. Anything else you want to try and observe in this room?
That's RJ. Field's on you.
There's nothing that, I mean, I looked through that, like, I didn't find anything.
I mean, yes, you're able to resupply some of the stuff that you had used up for ammo and weapon wise, / print whatever else you need because there's a printer down there.
Okay. 3,000. Like, so is there any upgrade equipment in there? Like, like extra bigger, like a long range radio or anything like that? Anything I can tack on?
A long way. So this is a printing station. So you could try and print one up. It probably has the appropriate resources to at least try. I'll make you make checks on this though.
It's a 3D printer. You can try to make whatever you like.
Excuse me while I pour dice out. Hey, speaking of dice, do you guys want to use argument dice? Have I explained that concept to you guys yet?
Argument dice?
Argument
Don't believe
dice.
so.
I think so.
Okay. Gosh dang, it's so loud.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, so argument dice is something I use in most of my other systems, right? And this
Argument.
Argument, yeah. So
I
they're
heard, like,
basically
argument.
rock, paper, scissors, and I assign you guys a color, or you guys pick a color, whatever. And when you have a disagreement with me as a DM with how I handle something roleplay wise, or make a calling and change a calling, whatever else, you can pull out one of your argument die and argue it. And if we tie, I win. If I win, I win. But if you win, we change stuff. And it basically cuts down on the in-game issues that we could possibly have, kind of thing.
Sure.
Is that something that would interest you guys, or you guys not want to do it? Now, I usually do it for D&D and that kind of stuff. I don't know how great it would work on learning for Lancer, but it might.
Yeah, my idea has been that, like, if any of our issues are a matter of a level of rules knowledge, I'm just going to write it down and say it at the end of the campaign session.
Okay.
And so I won't argue with you too much. I'm trying to cut it down. So I'll probably just go like, all right, as long as this doesn't completely screw what I had in mind, I'm just gonna give it to you. I don't care that much.
Okay. Well, this would just give you an option to argue, and I mean sometimes they're silly arguments. Like,
yeah.
Frozen, can you think of one that happened recently that was just kind of like silly?
No, not right off the top of my head.
Okay, well, never mind then. Don't mind me.
We don't use them that much in.
Yeah, right. So once you give the option out, it never gets used, but it's always nice to have.
I mean, it might pop up in terms of how we want to interpret our new bond powers, because they are very much just worded a certain way, but it can be interpreted several different ways. Whatever. Who's up next for deciding what to do?
I'd like to go check the canteen.
Go right ahead.
Fat man.
Okay.
You're just gonna try and find, hey, what's the most expensive bottle of like whiskey they have?
Pretty much, yeah. My extra rations is just a bottle of rum. So.
Nice. Okay, so on that note, sorry, I've put away the majority of my dice here.
I mean, more of an earnest surveying. I was taught a lot of business infrastructure stuff. And that wasn't the stuff that I felt nauseated by, so I did apply that to being a captain, so I'm going to go take stock.
Okay, so where are you going to take stock at? What are you looking for? What
Canteen. Rations.
Okay, so you're just
Quantity, spoilage, etc.
Gotcha.
Capacity.
So you go to... Well, you're not traveling that far, honestly. You go to a small building not super far away that is the equivalent of a cafeteria, and on the inside you are mortified. You found where they put a good majority of the burnt bodies. It's a little crispy in here.
So it smells like pork barbecue.
Yep, smells real good.
This doesn't make for good eating.
It does not, and you'll notice that a good majority of the supplies and things that were probably good are, you would say, tarnished, to say the least. There was definitely some extra flamage in here. And this entire area is just cooked.
Ugh.
It looks like the pyro that you guys blew up earlier probably just stuck his gun in here a couple times and just let her rip. Which means quite a few of these people might have been alive when it occurred.
Ugh, what a waste.
So, there's that. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not much to find in the way of foods and stuff. You'll also notice that any of the places that wouldn't have been burnt by the flamethrower that might have held food look to have been scavenged.
Alright, so we're pretty much going to need to restock the cafeteria. And also clean it out. Yeah. Well, guess I'll get to cleaning.
Okay,
I'm not going to move the pile of bodies. That's something that's going to need the logistics of a team. But, actual actual cooking surfaces I'll try to get clean.
Okay. Now, just out of curiosity, is there a reason why you're trying to worry about cleaning this place right now?
I guess I could not do that, but the boys gotta eat. The boys gotta have a supper.
Okay, so you're cleaning for personal use immediately?
Yeah.
Okay, you do so. Do you have any skills that would help with that?
Probably. That doesn't really sound like a significant enough thing to need a roll. I guess get a hold of something, perhaps.
Do that. Because you definitely need cleaning stuff, because if you're going to try and eat things from the burnt corpses,
I'm not going to eat them off the corpses.
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. There's a marmalade just spread over my crap rations to make them a little more appealable, something like that.
Okay, roll it.
13.
13, that's above a 10, you succeed. So, you're able to piece together something after cleaning for a little bit, and you make a modest meal for yourself and the rest of your surviving crewmates.
Alright. On the subject of the corpses, though, I guess I'll see if there's any ID survived on them.
Sure.
Any that didn't get completely obliterated by the flame?
It's not looking so hot. If there was, there's not much of it left. All of it that would be left is pretty much impartial. Maybe if you did a deep dive into it, you might find something, but it's not worth your time.
Sure. All right. I'll spare the rest of my crew the grisly side and bring the food out to the comms room. Pour everybody a glass of rum to celebrate a job well done.
You do so, and Hex says, "You're a scholar and a friend, friends." I don't know if that's the right line, but that's what I'm going to say.
Oh, I've learned a thing or two about crew logistics, and more important than any level of management is managing morale.
Cool. All right, who's next on their searchy surveying?
I would like to go.
All right, where would you like to go in this entire space station? You guys have covered a whopping 2 city blocks so far.
Wow, I didn't know that we had enough money to get permanent.
You could, if nobody has a place in mind, probably a good suggestion is just... Oh, okay, never mind, sorry.
I was going to say that Waylon would not be with the rest of the group, so you wouldn't be seeing him when you quarter shot for him. He has gone off to try and find either the major comms room or what would sort of function as the major communications hub information hub.
You were in the major comms hub already.
Congrats, you found it. That was easy.
What I mean is he's going to look
if there's
at terminals and stuff like that.
Okay, so you're looking for somewhere to connect to the OmniNet with a stable connection.
That and also figuring out manifests for this and such like that, because you said it was a it was a
more of a shipping yard or a midway point between ships and down. Yes, good choice. So you have a couple places you could check, right? You could check the security room where you're at, which wouldn't be very far, and have to hope that the systems somehow connect. Or you can go out to the landing docks and see what you can find in the landing docks.
I think Security Hub might have more information about how the pirates managed to get all this. So I'm going to go Security Hub.
Okay. What would you like to do to try and find...
Are we going to groups too? In case someone was hiding, they pop out and whack somebody?
Nah, that'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Alright.
DM said it, so I must worry. Anyway, we go forward. So he's gonna go to the security room and essentially just see if he can look through the logs and like automated responses that I'm sure the entire thing has.
Okay. Again, you don't have to go anywhere. You were literally already in there when you made contact with the captain.
I thought you said that the security hub was at a slightly different place.
No,
My
no.
bad.
The armory is like underneath or right next to.
Oh, that
The
I thought
armory
the
was
security hub and armory were different. Like the armory is where they geared up, and then the security hub is where they had like all the cameras and stuff.
Which is above it. So RJ's character walked downstairs to go into the armory, and we've all been up top. Captain decided to walk down a couple blocks into what looked to be a food place. So, anyway, security room. Tappy, tappy, tappy. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try and look through mainly the automated like docking procedures and everything, see if I can figure out what happened based off like ship manifests and such.
Sure.
And
So you'll know
like-
a lot of this stuff is automated. And it is done in computer codey talkie stuff. Do you have any way of translating that or hacking it to where it is actually readable? Otherwise, it's a lot of ones and zeros that just kind of flash on the screen.
They don't have a coding language. It's all binary.
I have a subject enhancement or an enhancement suite. It lets me hack systems without a rig.
Perfect.
I jack in terms of cyberpunk.
You do so, and instantaneously you know what is wrong. As someone just pointed out, it should be readable, but someone scrambled the security codes. They've scrambled everything. Everything that was part of this, the ComCon that was attached, everything in the security room is completely fried. Now, since you have a rig and can actually retranslate stuff, you can kind of decode things. It will just take some time.
Alright, I'm going to do that then. That's what I'm going to spend the time.
Okay, so your entire time is spent translating the log. I'm going to see how much of it you're actually able to translate before the time runs out, basically. You did pretty good. So you translate 67% of the information that was in the security log, which will give you about 6 important pieces of information. So, I'm
getting a notebook out.
Okay. I will wait, and then you can kind of like, we'll yada yada it to where you kind of focused on things, and as you found them out, you moved on to something else.
Okay, I have notebook ready.
Okay, so what 6 things would you like to learn? We'll do it one at a time.
First, how long the pirates were here.
Okay, so it looks like normal shipments from brand names were recoded as unknown about 3 weeks ago. So the usual shipments suddenly... normal shipments that were coming to and from the planet from like the name brand, yada yada, GMS, whatever else, that are planet side suddenly switched to unknown about 3 weeks ago.
Okay. There's that. I'm going to look for anything that docked and did not undock, like any ships that docked and then were promptly taken over via what's the word for it? I was gonna say maritime law, but there's no maritime in space.
They had
space
Shanghai.
piracy.
That works.
like a letter.
We are dealing with space pirates.
You could still have interstellar law.
Yeah. Look, interstellar maritime law.
So, regardless, as you look through, it doesn't. There were some ships that were docked here, but they were offloaded and reloaded. You'll just notice that quite a few of them that like are common ship numbers that are like we'll call them shuttle ships. Suddenly stopped registering for companies and started filling out that unknown quality. But about 2 days ago, the majority of them left with a considerable amount of the supplies on the station. There is 2 currently docked in the docking yards, and you guys saw that on your way in. They were cover for y'all.
Okay, so that's 2 of the 6. I got 4 pieces left. I'll have to take a look at the ships later. What else is a good one? If you guys have some ideas, please shoot it out. I'm not nearly as smart as I'm trying to make my character appear.
So, as your DM, your captain told you to gather information on the other stations and things like that.
Right. That would. I will do so.
Okay. What would you like to gather, and about which stations?
Well, since we know that it's a 3-week period that they've been here, fleet movements to other places within that time frame.
Sure. So
That wasn't me asking you. That was me suggesting if he wants to ask it. I'm trying to respect that it is technically his 6 pieces of info to ask.
Yeah, I'd be down for figuring out like if I could find like potential fleets and such like that, because we already knew that there was a bunch that had left a few days ago. Perhaps figuring out how many had left would be a good thing to keep an eye on.
So, you knew that there was 67 ships that are rostered in this station of varying sizes, and there are 2 out in the dockway. The other 65 are somewhere. Some of them are showing up, like you can see them pinging, like they're sending info. Some of them are not. Actually, quite a few of them are not.
Okay, I guess that a decent chunk of them had loaded up. I had an idea, and then for the life of me, I lost it. What was it? So we had Pirates got here about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 days. A lot of the ships had left, but there are only 2 still docked.
Mm-hmm.
There was a total of 67 ships, and there's only 2 left. Or here, 65 had left, and a lot of them just not.
And give me 2 seconds. Let me see how many of those 65 are showing as active.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. So 15% of that 65. So 12 ships are still flying.
Ooh.
Not to include the 2 in the hangar that are still functional.
Okay, I'm just gonna see the obvious one. I remember what it was. It was, can I tell if the scrambling of the security systems was a thing that occurred before the 3 weeks when every one of the pirates seemed to have showed up? Or the unknown signals had showed up?
So you, with your hacking kit, would know that this happened about 2 hours ago. Like, as soon as you guys landed.
Yeah.
So someone scrambled the systems as soon as there was intruders.
Bitches.
No, you guys remember those engineers you shot in the back, right?
Okay. Another one. And this will probably be super useful. Not specifically for us, but definitely for the captain, if we can get some bearing on where those ships had left. The loads and loads that had taken pretty much almost all of the cargo that was.
So on the destination logs, there's a couple of ports on the home planet that are listed, and others say in transit or in space, which you can assume just means they met up with another ship. And you guys do know that there's a destroyer flying around still, or at least there was. The one that attacked the Crooked Smile was definitely a destroyer class. So you guys will also know that the Crooked Smile is also technically a destroyer class.
Mm.
Now, mind you, is that a technical term for Lancer? I don't know. I haven't bought Battleship yet. But for now, that's what I'm calling it.
I am excited for that when it does come out.
It's out. It's out. It's released.
I have not taken a look at it. I need to do that.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I have one more thing. Anybody else got any bits of information they might want to know? Because I'm a little bit out of ideas.
So, this is an excellent chance for lore dump, names of things, places, so you guys have a bearing of what the heck you're trying to look at.
Oh.
Because again, none of you have been briefed on it at all, and you don't know how much information that the Crooked Smile has. Again, this is a relatively unknown system. Or, I mean, it's not, like, popular or anything. It's kind of a backwoods yada yada.
Okay. Well, do we know the name of the planet?
Yeah, I believe so. Let me pull it up here.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure we know.
You for sure know the name of this station because it's painted on the side, and you should know the planet. I say should because, sometimes I done goof. So it's Keftera. Oh, super original name there.
Could you please spell that for me?
Keftera. And you guys are on Epetos docking station. EPPETOS.
Okay. What would be the best thing for it? So we know that there's a bunch of stations already on the planet. We know that a destination log has most in transit. Now, were those the unknown signals that had started showing up here, or were that just all of the ships in general?
So you're going to assume that the unknown signals were just the pirates' way of hacking whatever ships they were, and it scrambled their ID codes.
The question that I was going to have is, considering the fact that they seem to take most of the cargo, what specifically did they take? What could be so valuable that pirates, not super known for massive confrontations like this, would try to take over all of these stations?
So it looks like the majority of the supplies here were foodstuffs, raw materials, and various, commercial goods. Stuff that they exported out or imported in that are specifically only found to this planet. If you guys remember, I don't remember if I remember explaining this to you, so if you don't know, my bad. Kephis is a super interesting planet in the fact that it is orbitally locked, and on one side, on the dark side, is complete oceans, and all of its cities and towns and stuff are basically built on giant mountains peeking out of the ocean, along with some underwater cities. But on the other side, because it's locked looking at the sun the entire time, it's a super barren desert that is super minerally rich. So it is a resource mine like crazy. For just about...
I remember that.
Okay.
Whoops.
I may have skipped over that. So just so you know, that's why this planet is important.
That makes a lot of sense.
What side is this thing on, out of curiosity? Or the station?
This station...
Light side, dark side?
So the stations and the moons orbit. The planet is locked. Currently, we're going to say it's on the dark side.
Okay.
Bum 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 bum.
Sometimes they try to go for a fixed orbit with this sort of thing, but fair.
It doesn't orbit. The planet doesn't spin. So, I mean, if you're going to orbit, you have to move anyway, so you can't keep in one place, unfortunately. Not in this case, at least. But I think that's all 6 of my things, unless you want to retrofit that last one, because we didn't know about the mining bits.
You can gain some information about the other stations and or the moon stations. Because we haven't even talked about the moon stations.
There's moon stations? Yeah, tell me about those.
There's moon stations. The moon stations are all civilian class habitationals. So they're just extra cities on the orbiting moons. The moons themselves are, in relation to Earth's moon, are about a quarter of the size. So they're tiny. Not really that tiny, but tiny enough, right?
It's relative.
They would support one large city each. And then, in all honesty,
are you talking lower 48 large or Alaska large?
Well, so they're Alaska large, but population-wise, they're just 3 Alaskas. That'll be, that's a good descriptor. Big for no reason with not that many people.
Sounds like a wealthy place.
Yeah,
Everybody
probably.
has their own city. Why
Well,
else would they live on the moon?
because the conditions on the planet are harsh.
Yep.
At least on the moons, it's stable. Because you either live in the freezing cold oceany areas or the super burnt up crispy sun side. And in all honesty, you guys would probably know that most people aren't going to live on the sun side because it's unbearable, because it's continuous radiation. But so yeah, the other two stations, by the way, that are the actual orbiting stations. So one of them is called Tepes Station, TETPS station. And this one looks to be a comms station. So it's what connects the three moon cities, Omnicom / shoot stuff out into the wild. And then the last one is called Brobis, Brobis, and it's a builder station, so it's a docking place for refitting and things like that for big ships. And for simplicity's sake, the moons are named after the stations, or the stations are named after the moons. So each major city on the moons are Epos, Brobis, and Tepes. That'll make our lives way easier. So there's Epos Moon, Epitos Moon, Tepes Moon, and where's the other one I just said? Brobis Moon. Does that make sense? I confused y'all enough yet?
I'm writing it down. Sorry.
You're good. Okay, that's your information. Moving on to Frozen. I believe you're our last one besides Hex.
Yeah, I want to go search the wreckage of that other gun. See if I can't find our commander's body.
Okay, so you go to the EMP cannon, or in this case, the EMP mine launcher. Oh, excuse me, which is basically just a modified railgun. But whatever, you go there. What kind of skills are you doing for your searching of the dead bodies? Because the impact was not nice.
I don't have any skills that I can use for it.
Okay, then it's just a straight check. D20. No mods.
12.
You say 12?
Yes, 12.
Okay, with the 12, you succeed. So you go around looking at what remains of the wreckage, and you find the commander's mech, or what's left of it. I shouldn't say commander; it was he was a lieutenant, right? You find the lieutenant's mech, or what's left of it, and it is embedded in what you assume to be the heart of the cannon. It's torn in half and ripped asunder, and on the inside you see what looks to be the remains of the lieutenant, but there was some kind of radiation leak that basically just poisoned him slowly to death. You should stay away from the body, as it is probably not good for you. But you at least know the location of where he was. You will note that if you had gotten there a couple hours sooner, probably almost immediately after he crashed, you might have been able to resuscitate him. But he is too long gone for that, unfortunately.
His noodle is cooked.
Yeah, again, the radiation probably fried any chance of any solid flash cloning or anything like that. They might still have data on him in the ship, though. You don't know. But as of now, he is KIA, along with all the Marines that were with him, and the pilot, and all that fun stuff. No one survived, unfortunately.
And I get his dog tags.
You can risk it. Do you have anything that would stop you from getting any kind of contamination?
I mean, just my heart suit.
Okay. So you can risk it if you would like to attempt to grab them, though it will be at a major disadvantage.
Oh.
Yay, nay?
All right. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, roll it.
Dice don't fail me now. Eight.
An 8 is a failure. So, as you attempt to grab the things, the dog tag or whatever would be left of his comm thing, you're able to grab a partial bit of it, but you take some major player stress. So you take 4 points of stress for failing.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right, you now have the dog tag. You can write that down on your character if you want, or just remember and turn them into whoever you think needs them later. Unless you're keeping them for yourself. Though you will note they are slightly radioactive, so it's probably not something you want to keep on you for very long. I'm also counting that in your 4 points of stress is however long you carry them for.
I will probably hand them over to the appropriate people and when the ship gets here.
Okay. Hex. Well, you checked out that gun. I'm gonna go check out the missile launcher and see if what it was programmed to target, because obviously it wasn't shooting at every single ship. So I'm gonna go see what I can do with that. And on that, to check that skillity skill, pull up the thing here. Go to my whatchamacallit. Minimize. That's not what I meant to do. Not minimize. Go to technical profile. There it is. That's not what I wanted. I lied.
You want narrative profile?
I want narrative profile? Yeah, there it is. Thank you. So I'm going to try and... I ain't got anything that's going to help. Not for this. I ain't got no hacking skills yet. Alright, so just a straight D20. Though I would like to use my bond ability and try and inspire myself, since I am an ally to myself, which gives me a +1 accuracy. I can do that twice a session. Wonderful rolls of a 16 and a 2. Total of 18. So, I can tell you that they had people manually gunning all 3 of these weapons. They were automatically being loaded, but the active targeting hasn't been on for quite some time. So they've had someone literally sitting at these guns the entire time, which might be helpful in the next time we try and take out a station if they have similar defenses. Because it's not a computer shooting at us, it's a person. And people can be blinded in things.
People can be beaten. Ah, yes, violence.
Yes, violence good. Anyway,
Violence is the...
so with that being said, your guys' 2 hours are up. We spent our time doing our various things, getting our food, eating our snacks, going through security, printing out weapons and things for us. RJ, I'm going to assume your time was actually spent baking stuff for the rest of us as well, so if you have anything that was lacking for some reason, you are now full up. This will also include any repairs that you guys decide to make to your mechs. RJ, I'm also going to extend your time that you did things to go into one of the larger hangars and basically print out any of the changes or weapons that you guys printed out for your mechs. So they are full repaired, full everything. They're good to go. Cool beans?
Yeah, cool beans.
All right. Yeah. So, where was I? Does it? So, the 2 hours show up, and what's left of the Crooked Smile slowly saunters and attaches to the station. And again, this is a destroyer-class ship, so it's probably about the same size as the station itself. But it hooks up and locks orbit and all that fun stuff, and its gravity balance out, and you can kind of feel the station shake as it is actually less gravically inclined, I don't know if that's actually a word, than the ship. But eventually it levels out, and you guys feel a little bit more solid on the ground than you did before. So, what do you guys do? As the ship unloads, a small detachment of Marines and whatnot pop out and secure the deck, but there's nothing really to secure. What do you guys do? Do you guys just load up and wait for them to repair and do things, or what's the thought here? Again, they're using this as a docking bay to kind of just wait around, and you guys are kind of expected in the intel section shortly.
Yeah, to go get debrief.
I would like to flag some people down to clean out the mess hall.
Okay, so you tell them about the mess hall, and they say, "All right, we'll get the cleaner crew on it." What's
That's
left
all
of
I
it?
had to say.
Can I flag someone down to tell them to go and check the 2 ships that are here? Or are they already doing that because they're here?
That they're kind of on it.
Alright, cool.
Basically, they're doing the hardcore sweep and contain anything that you guys might have missed.
Yeah. I basically assume that they're probably going to start using this as a staging ground, considering the verbiage was secure the station, so I just didn't want anybody accidentally walking in on that like getting blindsided by the pile of incinerated corpses.
Probably a solid choice. Now, as you guys enter the ship, you see that it is patched to heck. The engineers here have obviously been working overtime. You guys left this ship 4 hours ago, and it was in not great condition because it was already having issues, but now it looks even worse. It's got 1 or 2 of its engines are blown out and not working. Quite a few of its weapons are just blown off or being repaired. You see 2 or 3 full crews currently outside patching stuff, in spacesuits, doing all that fun stuff. So, you guys enter the Crooked Smile.
And you got on board to print new stuff out for you.
You can. Now, at this point, I need to pull up another bookity book. 1 second, sorry. Oh no, I done goofed. Or did I? Nope, went to the wrong spot. So God. Be gone. Alright, close that. Open that. So, we can find the thing here. We're going to do some downtime activity before you guys actually move on to the debriefing and moving on forward in the next part of the mission. Oh, excuse me, sorry. As per normal rules, you'll get 2 downtime conditions as we go around and do things. Now, the time that you guys are waiting is going to be about a half a day before you are free to talk to the captain, where she has time to debrief you guys. So, you guys decide to take a little break and do some stuff and things. I can find the stuff and the things. Crowbar carriers. Scroll. Alright. So, that is combat actions, not the actions I actually want. Sorry. Shut up, phone. Alright. That's all that. Okay, so it's definitely in section 3. So, what do you guys want to do for your time being? Well, I'm looking things up. What are you doing for your downtime actions? Do you guys know what they are, or do you need me to tell you what you can do?
Wouldn't hurt to hear what we could do.
Okay, give me 30 seconds to find the spot to scroll to. Maybe if it'll actually go there. Going through all the quick actions, all this other stuff. I need the downtime. Dang it! Don't care about combat. Of course. So for future reference, it's in section 2. Ah, here it is. Page 50. Just go to 50. So, don't care about that. That's explanations. Those are resources that you guys can pick up. Alright, here we go. So, you have power at a cost, buy some time, gather information, get a damn drink, get creative, get focused, get organized, get connected, scrounge and barter, and that's it. And then you guys can make up your own actions, and I can kind of apply stuff to them. Do you want descriptions of what all that does?
You can also find all this stuff in the CompCon Compendium under Action Economy, just to let the players know.
Thank you. Appreciate you. So, power to cost. When you seek a power, you're trying to get your hands on something. So, name something you want. You can definitely obtain it, but depending on the outlandishness of the request, the GM chooses one or two choices, and there's a whole bunch of things. It's basically just get a hold of something. It could be reserves. It could be something else. Whatever. Buy some time is literally you're just going to try and make something wait to happen. So if there's a clock ticking down for something personal that you have to do, then you can buy some time. Depending on your role, it holds off or only goes forward a little bit, or it's going to happen immediately. The other one is gather information. Again, that's pretty self-explanatory. Get a damn drink allows you to lose some of your stress, but you only get to keep something, right? You either get to keep all your possessions, you get to keep your dignity, or your memory, but only one of the three. If you succeed, you get to gain one as a reserve, but also lose one. So basically, you trade reserve for reserve. But if you get a 20 on it or 20 plus, then you don't lose anything. Get creative is you're trying to make something. So if you're trying to, like, someone was working on something the first section, I don't remember what it was. But this would be the time to try finishing doing what you were doing. Get focused. You increase your own skill, training, or self-improvement. You might practice, learn, meditate, whatever. You name what you want to learn. For skills, you will be given a pilot. Give your pilot a +2 trigger based on your practice and training. For example, the trigger could be +2 to playing chess or +2 to dancing. You can also improve your triggers from a +2 to +4, +6, yada yada yada. So this actually can be used to learn something like starship piloting, cooking, chess, boxing, history, or etiquette. It could usually be specific. It should usually be a specific non-martial skill or something that personal to your character.
Yeah, from what I understand, that's more for fluff stuff than it is for like actually gaining a skill trigger.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. If it's all right for me to interject with what I'd actually like to do.
Sure.
Okay. So if that came off passive aggressive, I didn't mean it to. I thought you were just filling time. I am going to say that as part of my backstory, I was cut a deal that the only reason I'm not in jail is because my crew were indirectly enlisted under my command to pull favors for the job that I have been assigned to.
Okay.
Because, my backstory was like I was either offered this job or like work for this crew on this assignment or get arrested. So I want to get in contact with what exactly my boys have been put up to. And then you said 2 downtime actions, right?
Yes, I'm giving you guys 2 downtime actions.
So I want to get in contact.
We're going to go around one time, so you get one
sure.
right now, and then we.
Okay, fair enough. I want to get in contact with my crew, see what their status is.
Okay, so we're going to do that. Get connected.
Sure. You feel free to make up the detail. The rough details is I want it to be like less than 10 dudes. A pretty small outfit.
Okay.
And we never killed anybody. Our stuff was really more of my flight of fancy theatrics than real like piracy. If we ever actually were running low on stuff or wanted to get stuff, I just bought it for them. But they were competent breachers.
Okay, so
competent breachers and logistics men.
On this, for Get Connected, you need to know someone on the crew that can get you the files that you need to figure out these people. So that's what you're doing now, is making a friend that can get you places. So like the comm guy that you guys talked to earlier is probably your best bet.
Sure.
So, roll me a D10.
D10? Thought it was 20.
Sorry. So yeah.
Skill triggers. I've got Charm, Take Control, Read Situation. Any of those relevant, you think?
I think Charm would probably be your best one.
Okay, get a hold of something, Leader Inspire, yeah. Okay, I guess I'll try to schmooze him with Charm.
You schmoozed the man with Charm. Now,
yes.
As a question, He's probably very busy doing all the other stuff. Are you sure you want to try and smooge him now?
I suppose it would probably hurt it would probably hurt my chances to do it while he's busy. So yeah, I guess I can wait.
Yeah, I mean, we really should just either have something to eat or drink and stay the hell out of the way until you do something, because this place is a fucking nightmare.
Yes, but you should from a gameplay standpoint, RJ, this is the time to do stuff.
Yeah.
You'll just have negatives and things like that because that's where we're at right now. I will say it like this: there isn't much that you guys are going to be able to do that won't have some kind of negative connotation to it.
Yeah, like I assume the time frame for that not having a malice is like not within this spout of downtime actions.
No. It'll probably be after your next mission, maybe.
Okay. I'll still give it a whirl.
Okay, so you tried to charm your way, which will give you a +2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
My boy doesn't.
You get a +2, but you'll have a slight disadvantage here rolling the 6 in the negatives.
D6 subtract, sure.
Yep.
Okay. 10 exactly.
10 exactly. Well, that's something. Your contact will help you, but you got to do a favor or make good on a promise afterwards. If you don't follow through the result, treat this result as a 9 or less the next time you go for the same organization. So you talk to the comms people and you want to get a small record of your crew. They're able to get it for you, but the comms crew guy that you're schmoozing, while he's getting the information for you, he needs you to get his crew food because they haven't eaten in like 6 hours. So he needs you to get their rations for them quickly.
Yeah, done. I already surveyed the pantry. If there's anything there, I mean,
No,
I'll get it for
on the ship. You have to go to the ship quarters and pick up their stuff.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So we'll
That's
come
fine.
back to you.
Yep.
Next.
I will be right back. I'm going to get a glass of water and go to the bathroom.
Perfect.
All right. If nobody wants to go real quick, I have something for Waylon.
Okay, Waylon, what would you like to... would you guys like me to read the other two things real quick? Obviously, that was to get connected, but there's still Scourge and Barter and Get Organized. You guys care about those at all?
What does Get Organized do?
So, let's see. You state your organization's purpose or goals and choose a focus. Military, scientific, academic, blah, 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 blah. You get a +2 efficiency to their stuff. And basically, if you are trying to build or do anything, it increases the organization's stuff that you're working with.
Okay.
Up to a +6 if you roll really well. Yeah, so when your organization directly assists with an activity, you may add either its efficiency or influence to a tactical bonus of your choice. Efficiency is used when performing activities related to your organization. Focus. Influence is used when acquiring assets, creating opportunities, or swaying public opinion. Yada, yada, yada. So, like, getting organized won't help you now, but later in the campaign, it'll basically be setting up a cool kids club. And then Scourge and Barter is exactly what it sounds like. You try your hands to get some gear or asset by dredging the scrapyard, chasing down rumors, bartering in local markets, or hunting around. You may want some better pilot gear, yada yada, whatever. Basically, it gives you a free reserve.
Neat. All right. I was going to gather information, specifically what we could learn from the 2 ships that were docked.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20. Yeah.
D20. All right, let's do this. Rolling. That is a 13.
Okay, so you find what you're looking for, but you only get to choose one. Oh, sorry. What were you looking for in those ships? Because you have to name what you want.
Oh, okay. Dang it, there's a few things I was going to try and look for. Yeah, let's go for this. Gonna look into the ships for potential logs of what the ships were doing, as well as communications back and forth between these ships and some of the other pirate ships.
Okay. So, before I give you information, you get to choose one of these two things. You leave clear evidence of your rummaging, or you have to dispatch someone or implicate someone innocent to avoid attention.
I'll make it give clear evidence that I was there.
So, okay, as you're going through and looking through things and looking through comms and all that fun stuff, you happen to catch wind of enemy comms numbers. You actually pick up a solid frequency for your enemy comms, kind of like the radios earlier. Apparently, they are not very good at the whole securing their comms thing because it's just out on the airwaves. So you get some pretty good chatter. Of the information, though, it looks like the other ship, which we're going to call the Red Badger, has taken some pretty serious damage and is currently docked at Brobus Station.
Okay.
As for what these ships were doing and things like that, transporting cargo, the ships themselves don't have a heavy manifest list of what they're carrying. They just fly from one place to the other.
Okay.
And the two styles of ships here look like they are people transport ships. You know, this is probably where all the mechs loaded off and where all the people loaded off. They're relatively big, but not cargo ships. They're definitely transport ships.
Gotcha. Okay.
One of them, though, for sure, is from Tepes Moon.
Oh, one of the Tepes Moon. Okay.
Okay, next. RJ?
I'm gonna get a drink.
Okay, Frozen? Oh, wait, sorry, that's the thing. Get a damn drink. Sorry, I thought you were actually getting a drink? My bad. Okay, so, you blow off some of your steam, Karios, and generally get in trouble. You might be trying to make connections, collect gossip for a better reputation, or even just forget what just happened on the last mission. There's usually trouble. So, go ahead and roll your D20.
15.
15. So, you gain 1 as a reserve, but also lose 1. So your choices are a good reputation, a friend or connection, a useful item or piece of information, or a convenient opportunity. So you get to lose 1 and gain 1.
Say it again. The
So,
third one?
The third one then was a useful item or piece of information.
So I guess I will gain that.
Okay.
And what was the first one?
A good reputation.
Yeah, I guess I'll lose that. I'll lose one, that people think I enjoyed killing and all the dead people in the commissary. I thought that was pretty funny.
Okay, you do so. While you make friends with one of the people there, you will gain... here it goes. You'll gain access to a... Sorry, there's a lot of fun choices here. Okay, so you will get a mod for your internal cockpits, which will increase your accuracy on one of your mechs. Excuse me, skills or skills or actions for the next mission.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I guess you should have rolled this. Roll another d20.
9.
Okay, didn't change. Yeah, accuracy. So, what on your mech did you get something that makes it better? Just out of curiosity.
Hold on a second, it's reloading. Of course. Mech hanger. So probably made my rocket propel grenade.
Gotcha. So you made friends with one of the quartermasters, and he had some semi-seeking ammunition. So he gives you a considerable amount of it, or at least allows you access to it before your next missions. Your rocket-propelled grenades now have a +1 accuracy, which I think cancels out their -1. Okay, next. Is that me? No. Frozen. What are you doing?
I'm gonna get focused.
Get focused. All right, roll me a 1d20.
I'll be right back.
How dare you?
What am I rolling a d20 for?
Oh, I guess this one you don't roll a d20.
No, I want to learn how to use an Omni hook.
You want to okay, so you get a +2 trigger in what do you want to call this one? Like comms?
Does it have to be a trigger, or can it just be you learn how to operate an Omni hook?
You can also do that, but from this it just gives you a +2 to it.
Okay, I don't know what you would call it.
I'm going to say +2 comms because Omni Hook kind of covers a wide range of any kind of radio work stuff. So you sit down with the tech engineers who are handy dandy. Captain Camille is over here schmoozing, and just pick up some basic understanding of how the equipment's supposed to work and whatnot. So you have a better understanding of how the Omni Hook works. All right, my turn. Right? Everyone else went once.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to try and get connected. And I am going to kind of play on my background here and try and make friends with, with some of the fighter pilots, because of how brave the old ones were. I'm going to burn my other inspiration on myself because I'm greedy. But it basically just makes it a normal roll. Hey, I'll take a 19. 19s are good. Could have used a plus on that, but whatever. Actually, I take it back. We'll just roll it. Fuck you. Okay, so no inspiration, -4, total of 15. So your contact will help you, but you got to do a favor, make good on a promise afterwards. If you don't follow through, trees. Okay, so. We're dealing with the pilots. They want to avoid direct contact, so we have to get a hold as a group for whoever's piloting us next. We have to get a hold of an orbital drop, which are basically drop pods for mechs. So, jumping over to our handy dandy Camille. Are you here?
Carla?
Okay, Carlisle. Sorry, I keep calling you Camille.
Yeah.
My bad. Carlisle. I'll get it eventually. Carlisle, go ahead and give me your next action.
I'm thinking since I only just now got it. Well, for one, I'd like to make, now that I've gotten the guys the food, I'd like to, get back.
Have you though?
Is that going to be the action?
That will be the action.
Oh, sure, that's fine. Yeah, I can do that.
You still gotta roll for it though.
Sure. I have to get a hold of something, so you think
Or that.
+2?
Yep.
All right. Are there malices for it?
Is there what?
I'm not. Is there a difficulty or?
Yep.
I'm not bugging anything. Okay.
Oh, you're bugging people. Trust me. Getting food on the ship is hard.
All right.
Not that they don't have it, but someone has to make it.
Sure, I can make it. All right, that's 0 with difficulty.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
4 on D20, 6 on accuracy.
That's rough.
Yeah, accuracy.
All right.
Yeah.
On a 9 or less, you get what you want, but you choose one. It was stolen, probably by someone who's looking for it. It's degraded, old, filthy, or malfunctioning, or someone else has it right now and won't give it up without force or convincing.
I'm going with the second one.
Okay.
Food that was exposed to vacuum, so all the flavor and moisture got sucked out of it. It's just hard, even harder tack.
Perfect. So you can take that to them and do what you promised. They just won't be super happy, though. That might not really fall on you as a fault.
Yeah, I'll share that this. I'll make it very clear. This is not me being passive aggressive about being asked to do something. This is my earnest, the best I could find, given that their ship got blown to shit.
All right. Let's see how they take that. Okay, they take that pretty well.
All right.
There's no fight from it. They're happy to help you with the stuff. You get some of the records from your crew. You said there was about 10 of them?
Yeah, under 10. It's like a single digits crew.
Okay, well, 3 of them were successfully recruited by the UN. Or, UN maybe. Yeah. Were recruited by the UN.
All right.
And are currently going through training somewhere.
All right. Well, those guys are pretty much unbuggable, but at least they got a reasonable... At least they're not in jail or whatever.
He says if you come back when we have more time, I can probably find records on the other ones and see if they're in trouble or...
Sure.
I'm
going to ask that he prioritize Jimmy Tight-Ass Jenkins, the quartermaster, because he's the guy I definitely have to go to if I need an outside favor.
Okay, he is not one of those 3, for sure.
Sweet.
Okay, next.
Yeah, one more thing. You tits are fucking...
What?
Okay, I hate my friends. I'm sorry. They were sending me stupid videos. I'm sorry about that.
It's all good. It's your turn. What do you want to do?
So we already had that. I was thinking of doing the other thing, which was the... you know how we could like start training for fluffy stuff or stuff like that?
Yeah, get focused.
Yeah, I was going to do that, and it was going to be testing out the cybernetic augments that he's got. You know, double checking everything, making sure nothing went wrong or nothing screwy from the scrambled up security stations came over and is messing with him.
Perfect. Okay, so that'll give you a +2 to body mods.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, that's what you spend your time doing. RJ?
I already did the get a damn drink.
You did. You get one more action.
Oh.
You can do it again if you really want to.
No, I guess I'm going to do get focused.
Okay. What would you like to focus on?
Just like quickly reloading and aiming, making make sure all my sights are perfectly locked on.
So we'll call that weapons maintenance because it's supposed to not be a martial skill, so it doesn't give you bonuses in combat kind of thing. But yeah, you'll get a trigger for weapons maintenance.
Yeah.
+2. Boom. Got it. It's yours now.
+2 for what?
+2 weapons maintenance. Okay, jumping over to Frozen.
RJ might need walkthrough on how to add that.
There should just be a spot to add it, yeah?
No, because it's technically a skill trigger.
Uh-huh.
So you have to do reserves and bonuses and click on the pencil, and then click add a skill point, and then make a custom skill point.
Okay.
I think you can go.
Well,
never mind. Yeah, you do. No, never mind.
In
You're
order
right.
to add it as a skill trigger, you have to make a custom skill point.
Sure. Okay, fair enough. I didn't realize you had to do that, but you're right. You got me.
So skill triggers and touch the pencil.
No, so down below that, reserves and bonuses. Did you already do that one?
Hold on a minute. Sorry. Close.
Oh, this is so cool. I didn't even realize this would thing.
There we go. Reserves and bonuses.
So click the pencil there. And then at the top, you should see skill point and the plus sign. Click the plus sign.
Okay.
Okay, and then go close out of that, and then go to skill triggers and click the pencil.
It's yellow. That's good. Okay.
And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you can add a custom skill trigger. So give it a name, a description, whatever details, and then click the plus next to it, adding it as a skill.
What's a plus on plus? 2.
That's so cool.
I may have been playing around in ComCon a bit.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was a thing, so good job, you. I just assumed you had to write it on your paper.
So what does it do, Rod, for my description?
So, it's weapons maintenance.
Uh-huh.
And it's just your proficiency with being able to put together and keep maintained weapons even in bad conditions.
Okay.
As for my action, I'm gonna get a damn drink.
Okay. Well, you know the rules, and so do I. Roll it.
Can I just take a 20? No. 15.
I'm going to inspire you, friend. I'm using my inspiration on you instead of myself. I didn't do last time.
Okay.
Which gives you a
What does
+1
that do?
accuracy. So you get a
So,
positive d6.
so that makes it a 17.
Alright, so you gain one as a reserve and lose one. So, good reputation, friend or a connection, a useful item or piece of information, or a convenient opportunity.
The only reserve I have to lose is my comm skill.
No, like one of those things off of that list, you lose one, and then you gain one of those.
Correct.
Okay, so what are the things again? I'm sorry.
So, a good reputation, a friend or connection, a useful item or piece of information, or a convenient opportunity. You gain one and lose one.
A piece of equipment.
Okay, so on your character, you get to sacrifice a singular piece of equipment. Now, I'm going to roll odd even to see if it's you or something on your mech. Are you ready?
Yes.
Alright, it is even, so it is something on your mech.
Damn.
Yeah.
If
Hopefully,
it's gonna be something off the mech, it better be a damn good thing he gets.
No shit.
Like, how long is this gone for? Till next repair? Or?
yeah, basically. Till you can get it resupplied.
Okay.
Okay. So I would just use the use of it essentially.
Yes.
I think you can like label it broken.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what am I losing?
Well,
Or is that my choice?
I will. If you have something that you're okay with losing, I'd rather you be okay with losing it than me just picking. But I can look at
Okay.
your stuff and be like, nah, this is what you're losing.
I will lose the pattern A deployable cover.
Okay, so now what are you getting in return?
What am I getting in return?
Well, you get to pick one: a good reputation, a friend or connection, a useful item or piece of information, or a convenient opportunity.
A useful item.
Okay, so you trade your deployable covers because they need the resources to build some stuff, but they're happy to trade you for some orbital drop patterns, which is something we as a group happen to need.
Orbital drop patterns.
Sorry, not patterns.
Odds.
Orbital drops, that's just what they're called.
Oh, okay. All right. They don't show up on my list, so it's not something I carry on the mech.
Yeah, it's a tactical advantage.
Oh, it's a tactical advantage. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, by the way, would the special equipment is a thing that's like mech gear that you don't like mech gear that you get without having a license for it. Would that be on the table as rewards for maybe not like downtime activities, but potentially?
Potentially, sure.
Okay.
Are you talking about the resource style ones for like extra ammo or?
No, I'm
jump shots
talking about like getting an item straight out of a like just an item from a license to use. Maybe not necessarily permanently, but if I wanted to get like say an extra drone or something for a mission.
Gotcha. So yeah, pretty much all of those are going to be temporary uses or limited
Sure.
uses. But
Yeah,
yes.
it's fine. Okay.
Okay, my turn. So, all right, we got the drop pod, so I don't have to worry about that now.
Oh, how much stress did I lose?
Oh, for going to get a drink. Good job. Good idea. So go ahead and roll a d6.
Three.
Okay, so you lose 3 stress,
Sweet.
which was actually really good because if you roll over, there's downsides. Oh, RJ, that's a really good point. You went and got a drink too. You would lose stress as well, but you didn't have any.
Yep.
So I need you to roll me a d6.
6.
So,
RJ, you got stressed now.
yeah. So you went over by a lot. Actually, per rules, going over is going over, whether it's by 1 or 6, so it doesn't matter. But you will have some. Basically, you gain disadvantage for all of your stuff going forward. So, which might explain why someone gave you accuracy bonus rocket launchers. Because someone saw how sloshed you were and were like, look, if you're going to be shooting things, at least make it might hit. And that'll be until you can take a rest.
All right.
Anyway, my turn. I'm going to power at a cost. So, I want a group of personalized pilots that are our pilots that'll either fly with us or fly wherever that we're basically in charge of. So looking at my handy dandy superpowers, I'm going to get a hold of something. Acquire temporary or permanent allies, exits, connections through social wealth or influence. So I have a whopping +4 to that one. Here we go. Oh, and before I roll, at a cost. Name what you want, you can definitely get it, but depending on the outlandishness of the request, the GM chooses 1 or 2 of the following. And I don't have to roll. Never mind, there's no rolling on this one. Which is dumb, but whatever. Okay, so because the pilots are unorganized and aren't already doing stuff like this because they're getting led from above, we basically will only get them to fly us out to wherever we're going next. And that's it. So, we'll have an orbital drop, and we'll have a fighter squad that is there to drop us off and maybe give us some air support for a little bit. But that's better than nothing. So, you guys finish your scrounging, drinking, whatnot. You ring from the captain's quarters that says, Reckless 5 to the briefing room, Reckless 5 to the briefing room. I assume you all go.
Yep.
So, you guys enter the briefing room, and it is patchwork. So, before it was like a nice computer screen and all this other stuff, it looks like the bridge took some pretty indirect fire or direct fire from some kind of machine gun or small arms fire, which is relatively impressive because it's not like there's windows or something. So that means small arms fire went through the bridge deck and goofed up quite a bit of the stuff. So, that being said, you guys look at the semi-destroyed tables and tablets and things like that and the bits and parts that the engineers have welded together. And a fuzzy image pops up on a would-be explanation table, and she goes, "All right, lay out what you got for me. What happened? What are you doing? What's our next step according to you guys?" And then I'm going to tell you what you're actually doing.
Alright, so Waylon's gonna step up and is basically gonna relay just about everything we found about the ships. You know, all the information you're going, as well as going to tell about the fact that there is one ship that appears to be docked at the Tempest Moon, and one that is docked but damaged at Brobus.
Yes, and the one at
And
Brobus
that
is the Red Badger, which is the other destroyer.
Yes.
Which is vital information for the captain, because now she knows where her enemy's at.
Yeah, and then he's going to say, originally there were 67 ships, and the only two currently left docked are the Red Badger and the one that is docked here.
Oh.
And this is... Which was this one? This one was Epidos?
Epidos.
Uh,
Close enough.
And as of now, from what he could find, there's only 12 out of those 67 still flying, not including the two that are obviously docked.
She goes, "Okay, that makes sense."
The
That
pirates. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'll share I'll just tell her about the mass cremationary grave, and that a lot of these people were probably like burned alive. So, whoever these pirates are, these are not like ethically gray. We're just doing this to survive pirates. These are motherfuckers.
Agreed, thoroughly. She goes, "Okay. We pretty much already gathered that from before we got here."
The pirates going to have some, according to what the shipping manifests and the docking manifests, unknown things such as the pirates, because they somehow managed to scramble it, as well as they scramble the security system. That's important. They managed to scramble the security system as well as their docking codes and IDs. But they didn't get here till about 3 weeks ago.
All right, Lancers. It looks like you're about 4 hours behind on intel, which is unfortunately because I can't tell you all 4 hours worth. But I'll give you the need to know. Are you ready? These aren't pirates. These are citizens of this planet that are revolting currently. We've been sent here to quell it. Their local Lord Governor, Baron, they're called Barons, lost control about a month ago. About 3 weeks ago, there was an armed revolt. The Baron's son was captured, and we're here to decimate whatever is left in our way so we can get the resources from this planet, because we need them for more of our deep space exploration stuff. That's about all I can tell you that you guys need to know. So there are no civilian casualties. They're all enemies.
And we're doing that.
Right, yeah, don't kill women and children if you can help it, but yeah, any of the males are fair game. Anyone with a gun gets put down.
No, his question was more along the lines of, and this isn't a twist that is making us shift. This guy is very, this sounds really fucked. Like, as the player, I'll keep playing, but my character is like, I don't know about this one, Chief.
She says, "I don't know about it much either, but this is our orders and we're following it for now. If we get more information, we'll give more out, but this revolt was not, the word's not sanctioned, but, allegedly the Baron hasn't done anything wrong. These people just got greedy. So you guys are getting to be the dogs that put down the people that are being loud. You don't have to necessarily kill everyone, but everyone is technically a target. Am I understood?"
I'll aim to disarm.
Okay, that's your prerogative. As long as you don't die. And if you do die, that was your prerogative. So, anyway, where do you guys think you're going next?
I imagine we'd be heading towards that, finishing the kill on that destroyer. Reaching clear.
Well, unfortunately, maybe. She kind of looks at things. So you have two options here. we can either get to the comms. Oh, I should probably explain why you're here by yourselves and there's no the other Lancer crews are back. They went to the comm station to secure that, so we would have communications between the moons and the stations and whatnot under our security.
Right.
They haven't come back yet, and from our comms, they are pinned down, and most of their mechs are out of commission, and they still have a considerable amount of enemies they are dealing with. Last we heard, they were all still alive and safe, but their mechs were taken down by something.
Sorry, before you continue this, could I ask what the relation that our employers... Like, are we employed by, like, a mercenary company? Is this official union, or...
This is official union, yep. You guys are
Okay.
official union
All
soldiers. I think you're technically under the... what is it? ISP?
Air Smoke? ISPN?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's ISPM.
Like IPSN North? Yeah, something North Star? IPS North Star, yeah. Okay.
So IBS North Star is a company, so it's not that.
Yes. Yeah, it's... well, they also... Like, most of what they handle is anti-piracy. That's where they got their, like... I guess they do have their own... We're subcontracted by them, probably. Is that what you want to say?
Sure. You guys are technically union guys, but there's a specific crew for
Group.
you guys. Yeah, let me see if
Mirror
I can
Smoke?
find- Huh?
Mirror Smoke?
No,
Mercenary crew?
no, it's not. It's not that.
Wouldn't be the Albatrosses.
No. I mean for the UN.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, there's a group of people that you guys would be under. You might
All
work
right.
with ISP or something like that, but
IPS North Star. I think... Is it the guys who, like, have to go in that are, like, not legally gray deniable ops, where official UN intervention would, like, escalate conflict?
it's a humanitarian one.
Okay.
Again, if I can find the list of systems here, give me a second.
Sure.
There's a nice handy-dandy would-be 2-page thing that has everything listed off. If I can find it, it'll make life much easier. Fortunately, I don't have all these pages memorized, so...
Happens. Glossary? No, it's mechanics. I'll be through it.
Oh,
Okay,
here it
fair
is.
enough.
I found it.
Oh.
Okay. So you guys are under... the UIB, the Union Intelligence Bureau.
Okay.
But you are currently... no, sorry. You are not... There's people on the ship that are that. Sorry. You guys are in the Department of Justice and Human Rights.
Okay.
Part of the CAM, the Critical Assistance Mission Liberator Teams.
Putting down a rebellion does not sound like it fits within those lines of inquiry, but okay.
Yeah, probably not usually.
Like I said, I'll aim to disarm, I guess. As long as I'm being assured that, like, anybody who's taken alive is at least being given a trial, then fine.
Yes, we would. If we take anyone alive, we'll follow the rules that we're supposed to. Again, we're human rights here. We're here for keeping people alive. She smiles. At least that's what we tell people. So you guys will kind of know, just as a background for your group and who you're working with and whatnot. You're under that department, but you guys are definitely one of those people that put down stuff. You know what I mean? You guys are space police, is the easiest way to describe what you guys do.
Yeah, this is going to be a one-and-done contract for my boy. This is, not like this session. I mean, like, narratively, when this campaign is over, my guy's definitely fucking back off to...
Back to be a pirate?
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay, so, yada yada, there you go.
Sorry for the interjection. I don't think I ever got that exact bit hammered out.
You're good, man. Again, I don't remember what all I explained as we were explaining things, and it was, a month or two ago when we set up the session 0.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the session 0 you basically just said, we were in cryo sleep en route, now we're awake. To the alarm chevrons blaring.
Again, I might have missed some things thinking about it,
Nice.
but whatever.
We got it fixed up.
Anyway.
It's fine.
Space cops, that's what you guys are.
Yeah. Okay.
Which,
Twisting
again,
the
is
knife
ironic
for-
for the pirate. You were,
Yeah, really twisting the knife for him there.
So, with that being said,
Put me here so I give some respect for their job, and I'm just going to hate them twice as much on the way out.
you guys are even worse than I thought you were.
Jesus.
So, with that being said, moving forward, what are you guys doing, saying?
Well, you gave us the one. I interjected between options. So the one option was go bail out the other team. What's the other one?
The other option is you try and do some recon and whatnot and get onto that destroyer and cause some havoc from the inside / whatever else. But it will be a bit of time before our ship is stable and ready to go.
Ooh, yeah, definitely pros and cons to each. I mean, on the one hand, losing more resources than we already did in that opening volley seems like a very bad idea. But on the other hand, we have to weigh that against the amount of resources that are gained by allowing the enemy to patch up. Because if they patch up a destroyer, they can just blow us to shit.
Responsibility.
So,
But you'll know if they're as beat up as we are, it's going to take them some considerable time.
well,
Say
I
I say we go and reinforce.
yeah, I'll vote for reinforcements as well.
Yeah, go upper buddies.
Well, good thing you picked that one, because that's what I was sending you to do anyway. You know, we only have 2 of you Lancer squads. We got some other mechs out there, but you guys are our best pilots besides the one that fly actual ships. So, I need you to go there and rescue the 6... 6? Sorry, give me 10 seconds here. I think it's 6. Yep. The 6 other members of the other crew. Yeah, that's right, because we had 6 and we lost 1. Apparently they're all still alive, healthy, and fighting things off. So, you guys can get there and save them. Thumbs up. Are we good?
Yeah,
All
sounds
right.
like.
You have your mission brief. I've been told that one of you has already commandeered several pilots to fly you around. Get their asses, get dropped off, and get back here as quickly as possible. Good?
Sure.
Understood?
Yeah,
Good.
Aye, Captain.
I have nothing else to say about it.
Okay, so while you guys are on the ship, I will allow one more thing from each of you, but not a full action, just like lore
Stuff?
commandeering / something else, if you
Sure.
deem something you want or need to know.
Like nothing mechanical, just
Correct.
lore dumps?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there anything medical I can take that give me the effect of a full rest?
No.
I'd like to see. I mean, I'd like to. Actually, something I want to do is play pretend, because I'm going to lore up that as part of the deal here, my parents were not informed of my arrest, because they will get me out of this and back to the home planet Megacorp for sure, if they can manage it. So I'm going to go give them my monthly call and pretend that I'm still pirating my ship, flying my pirate ship alone.
Okay, you do so. Do you want to roll for that, or do you want to fluff it up?
I'd rather fluff it up.
Okay, so you fluff it up and just do your normal, oh, life's great, we're making great money, gonna make you proud eventually, yada yada.
No, they think it's just a rebellious phase. They will never, ever be fond of this, but they're like, oh, well. Yeah, no, I basically just keep them off my back for the next month.
Okay, so I'm going to have you start a clock.
Sure.
So it's the parents figure me out.
And it's under bonds, right?
Sure.
Okay, add new clock.
Yep.
How many phases is it? 6?
8. We'll make it 8.
8, okay.
And this will, since you didn't roll, check 2 boxes.
Okay. Well, if you told me that, I'd have rolled.
Sorry. Do you want? I will let you roll now if you would like to change it.
Yes. Now that I know there's mechanical characteristics to this, I would like to roll.
Okay.
Let's see. Read a situation, leader in any of my skill checks. You should have them on your end if you want them. Charm, behold, lead, inspire, read a situation, take control.
Probably not take control.
Sure, yeah, because I'm imagining the difficulties would be the fact that the ship I'm calling them from has changed completely, and I don't have a crew of dickheads around. Well, rather, I should say I'm not in control of a crew of dickheads. All right. So yeah, just take control. Any malices you think?
I'd say for this first one,
It's like easy setting the groundwork.
yeah. This is just the base one. So just do a base
Sure.
roll. If you want to add charm, add charm.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll D20 plus 2?
Yep.
Okay. That's a 5.
Okay, so you still get 2 check marks.
Yeah.
Again, the situation you're in is not very helpful for you, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on a side note, you can slow this thing down by using the... there's a check for it. Get time or whatever it's called.
Okay, fair enough. I do have the bond power of rescue. Can I just ask one of the other players to come vouch as a new crewmate?
Sure. What's it do? Explain it to me.
When you fail a skill check, you can let a nearby character step in and bail you out. That character gets 1 XP and can immediately reroll the check as if they were making it with +1 accuracy. They take any consequences, including stress, instead of you.
Ooh.
Would anybody like to pretend to be one of my crewmates? I'm gonna say the bit that if nobody steps in, that's fine. I can't force you to. But what I'm going to the series of events I'd like to outline is me saying, "Yeah, I got a whole new crew of boys. Here's one." And then you vouch for how our pirate stuff is going.
If no one else will, Hex will.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, does anyone else want to come deal with my
I
helicopter
suppose
parents?
I'll give it a shot.
All right, cool. Sorry, your character's the woman mechanic, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, I do mech maintenance lady. Our old one trail off. Leave nothing committal.
So you get an advantage, and you're rolling a d20, and then you can use any triggers that would be appropriate,
And you gain 1 XP.
regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, regardless of how it goes.
Would leader inspire
No.
trigger here?
Oh.
No.
Fair.
But it would let me give an inspiring speech.
You're not trying to inspire his parents. You're trying to
Try
convince
to lie to
them.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have any technical
What about
jargon, you can
gate
confuse
control?
them with. Oh.
No.
No?
Mm-mm.
Alright, well, then I guess we're just gonna be
Do
screwed.
you have hack or fix?
No.
Oh, okay. Seems like
All
something
of my stuff was situated around leadership, and I
Darn.
haven't taken a leadership role at all, so...
No worries. Just wondering. Well, I just don't have you shoot, so I have no idea what you got.
Alright, and I get advantage, you said?
Yeah, 1d6.
Or accuracy, not advantage.
So that's a 17.
Oh,
Good save. All right, so you don't take any stress. You get an experience point, and you reduce that clock by 1.
alright, so it's only at 1 now?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Next. For the other 3 of us, any last minute info you guys are trying to gain about world lore and things like that?
Can't think of anything I want.
Okay.
Nope, I have a military background, so
You can try to.
take what I'm given and be happy with it.
Okay. And Iron, your last man.
Anything lore wise? He is. Once he's finished going around and checking to make sure all of his bionics and mechanical bits are all safe and sound, he's going to basically just do what has become his normal routine, which is going into his mech and just routinely, very much like it's like a weird tick where he's just going in and he's checking everything once, twice, 3 times, going outside, checking it again, making tiny adjustments, hopping back in. Nothing has really changed, but he swears it has, just because it's a nervous tech and it's something to do to keep his mind off of it. In his mind, it's if I'm not doing something, they're going to find something for me. So, might as well pretend I'm going to look busy.
You do so relatively easy. My character is going to pick up some names of some of the pilots. So I know who the heck I'm talking to. One of them is actually a pilot from earlier, the one that broke off and didn't get blown up. So, not everyone died that we knew. So, him and 4 other pilots are going to be our flight crew. We have 2 handy-dandy, trying to think of the word, sorry. Basically, defensive fighters, a bomber, and a transport is who we're flying with currently. We take off, and we're going to Tepes Station, right?
Yeah, the radio station.
Yeah.
The radio station. Doo-doo-doo. Close that. Don't need that. What I need is Capcom.
The radio star.
Oh man, you're taking my jokes.
Radio station 108.5, the shit, where we only play the shittiest music you've ever possibly heard of.
How dare you say such a thing? How dare you?
We do this purposely to piss you off, and yet you still fund us. What is wrong with you idiots?
Yeah.
I can see that totally being a thing.
Ridiculous.
Maybe.
There's not a boggart around.
Okay. Boop. And that should be it. We go back. Maybe one more. That one. Boom. Start. Oh. No assigned pilots. Get out of here. Obviously, I need people. Alright. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Who am I missing? Oh. Weird. Why is your thing now called running on empty? When did that happen? Oh, never mind. That was gestures. It was sudden intervention. Never mind. All right, there we go. All of our 5 of our pilots are there. Started missions, things like that. So, you guys are flying in, and almost immediately, your ace pilot has to break off and deal with some small fighter crafts. And you'll, Senor Super Soldier Waylon, you'll notice that they are modified transport ships. So,
Okay.
So you'll probably assume that a good majority of those 65 ships that were up and about and doing things were probably converted to fighters, just like these ones were. Let's see how he does. Well, he smokes one and injures the other, and it kind of flies off towards the station. And he says, I'm going to stick by you guys just in case. That way, if any more show, you don't get hit from the back. You guys, instead of landing on the station, you get to drop pod in because you have the orbital strike. You will have 1 use of a firing run, and then after that, your pilots will take off until you call them in. You call in the transport ship, and the transport ship will have to pick up the other crew and yourself. So luckily, allegedly, the other crew doesn't have their mechs, so they're just people. So they're much smaller and will fit inside the transport ship with you guys. That, or you'll have to wait 2 times and it'll take forever. Your choice. So, you guys are drop podding in.
Sweet.
Yeah, which means I gotta pull stuff
Oh,
up.
Roger, I had 4 stress actually. I'm seeing on here. Or is that 4? I had 4 to take.
You should have 8 normally, so I don't know where you got 4 stress from.
I'm looking at my thing here. It says 4 stress. It says STR 4, HP 13, stress 4, heat 7, recap 5.
Oh no, that's different. That's for your mech. That's all
Right,
gone.
yeah.
That's all gone and healed. The stress that you got was player stress. Well, actually, you didn't have player stress. That's why it was bad. Because you got drunk for no need.
That's another reason that expatting this from Icon might have been a little bit of a sussy move. using the same term for two completely different things. Well, I guess they're not that different. They're both like forms of hit points, but yeah, little. Yeah.
It's not the end of the world yet. Okay, so with the orbital drop pod, you have two choices for landing on this station. Trying to find one that is the appropriate theme here. You can land outside the station itself and kind of fly in and try to be sneaky casual about it, or you can just land mid-city and hope things go well. You do have your allies' location.
Where are our allies located?
They are located kind of near the landing pads is the easiest way to describe it.
And they're currently taking fire?
They are currently pinned down and or waiting for people to murder them, yes.
So, would it be possible to have our gun run done...
Preemptively?
Preemptively, and then drop where they are?
Sure, that would be a way of doing things for sure.
Figure the gun run would probably clear out some of those enemies, and then we have a less hot landing zone.
That is a possibility. I will roll for it, for sure. If that is what you would ask your people to do, you might also use some of your leadership abilities to augment the bombing run. There, wannabe leader.
Well, I will put that forth to the group.
Oh, yeah, sounds good to me. I mean, if they're going to be expecting resistance, they're going to be expecting it coming from the outside. So I think if we just drop pod in and go sicko mode, that's probably going to catch them off guard.
All right. So... having this combat table, but it's painted, but... Good leader inspire.
Okay, so you're going to inspire your fighter and bomber to make a successful run?
Yes.
Okay, that will give them... what's the ability on that one? Just +1?
Let's see. Give an inspiring speech, motivate a group of people into action, administer running... it doesn't say.
Is it
I
just,
think he meant
is that a trigger or an ability?
Yeah, I think he meant like
Trigger.
the talent leadership, which gives an accuracy.
Oh, I have talent too.
Yeah. You can spend one of your leadership dice on this. If you have leadership dice. I mean, shit, I got leadership dice. If you want to ask me to say a few words if you can't.
Oh, no, I've got leader. I've got field
Okay.
commander.
Sure.
So, yeah, issue an order.
Okay, you do so. Coming from the quiet person of the group, giving a full command, the pilot's a little caught off guard, but it does give them a extra on their thing, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, well, let me do a handy-dandy roll. And see how they do.
Taking a +1 accuracy.
Yeah. I have good news and better news.
Oh, good.
The good news is they didn't fail. The better news is they did pretty good.
Nice.
So, you guys will have a reduced enemy count. I'm actually going to remove their reinforcements.
Sweet.
Boom. So, you won't have to deal with reinforcements. Not that you as characters know that, but you as players know. Yeah. So, you guys just drop pod in the center here?
That's my vote.
I should probably show the map, sorry.
I mean, that would be cool.
That'd help.
Sorry, we're doing too much of the stuff that's similar to Blades of the Dark. I'm over here. You guys gotta imagine it in your mind's eye.
Oh, is Blades of the Dark Theater of the Mind game?
Yep.
Yep.
It is no
Never played
maps necessary. Wow, that light is right on top of the stuff there.
A bit harsh.
Let's change the
But
color
I
here.
can see all the lines.
Do we know enemy positions before we drop in, or is that going to be? Are you going to deploy them after?
I am going to show you after because you guys don't have any way to scout.
Sure. Yeah, I go for a center drop. I got deployable cover if worst comes to worst.
Okay, so right in the center here. So just for explanation, your friendly allies are in here, and I'm gonna throw them as mechs on the board.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, mind you, these are just people. Their mechs are actually scattered about the map. But that'll come into play later. So you guys drop pod in, right? And it is a single stationary stripper pole, more or less, that you guys hold on to. And it picks a spot anywhere, and then you guys put your bodies around the outside of it. So, to mark that on the handy-dandy map here, you guys are going to go here. Is that a good spot for it? Just going to be that white mark. The only thing that's going to represent is your signal beacon, basically. That is a upload to the pilots to call them in when either the enemies are dead or your allies are in a safe position to pick up.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe I should probably clarify that better. You guys can land that anywhere on the map, but that's where you have to get your allies to pick them up. You can't land in the building because building. And if your allies get blown up when they're on the drop pod, they die. So you want to put it somewhere safe. Is probably.
I'd like to land right outside the building so I can establish a defensive perimeter with the my deployable cover and my drones and all that jazz.
So you want to go right here and be like, all right, we're just gonna kill everyone off before we get the.
Oh, is that where the door? I was thinking like the top left, like the very bottom of the sheet. Oh, maybe it's inverted. Sorry, the very bottom of the hex grid overlay that you have next to the door. Top. Sorry, it's inverted. You had that first side correct, but the other side of it, okay, there looks to be a door with 2 lights in front of it, in front of the building, on the map. Yeah, I was thinking like right where that meets sidewalk is where I wanted to drop.
Okay, so this is the front door. And again, your lander that you're landing in with this drop pod is where you got to get your allies to and keep them safe at. Do you want to put
How long do we have to keep them safe at? Like how many turns?
Oh, let's see. So this is an escort mission, so...
Yeah, because we only need to keep them safe there for like our turn. Then we just go, all right, guys, scoot. Use cover, scoot. We're leaving.
Well, except for you got to remember the ships have to fly in because you guys are dropping in.
Okay, sure.
And there are enemies on the board that will be revealed once you guys land. I'm just not going to show you.
Sorry. I thought when you said you can drop in anywhere, you meant each of us individually. We have to like agree to this as a group?
Yes, you're on an orbital drop pod that's all landing in the same spot.
Okay. All right.
You're basically picking your safe zone.
Right. Anybody else have any ideas? My idea was more for like me specifically. If anybody else has plans, then by all means.
Not really. Not right now. Well, we don't have an idea.
Drop right in the middle.
Yeah.
So let me just go over the victory conditions versus enemy conditions. So the objective is safely extracted. The enemy wins if the objective has been extracted at the end of the 8th round, or hasn't been extracted by the end of the 8th round, or if there's any PCs remaining on the field when this takes place, they are captured or overrun. The PCs deploy first, choosing the position for their characters, and the objectives, the Allied deployment zone. Then, the GM deploys enemy forces in the EMZ extraction. While in the extraction zone, PCs can extract as a free action at the end of their turn. Extracted PCs are removed from the battlefield if the objective is adjacent to a PC when they are extracted, and it isn't contested by any character from the opposite side. It is safely extracted. So, basically, you have to take an ally, take him over to the drop pod thing, and be next to him. There's 6 of them and 5 of you.
Oh my god. If that's the case, I think we should definitely just drop literally right outside the door. So we have less walking around to do with them.
Okay.
Sound good to everybody else?
Yep.
Slightly forward so you guys can cover the squares appropriately.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys want to be like right here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So, You guys drop pod in. Position wise, do you care where I put you all?
I was gonna put closer to the outside so I can put cover down so I have a little more wiggle room.
Anyone else have preferred positioning? How's that token look from above?
A little hard to see, but it's all right. I think the lighting is just a little oversaturated in a couple areas. I get it, and I can identify it because everybody else doesn't have any. But I think if everybody also had tokens of the same type, it'd get like a little muddy.
Yeah, it's also a really dark map, and you're a
Yeah.
token. Okay, so white thing, landing pod. You guys are you guys. So we got RJ, Frozen, myself, Waylon, and Captain
Carlisle.
Carlisle. Oh, you need a nickname. Okay, so anyway, bada boom, bada bing. You've all landed. The drop pod hits. Now the enemies are there. Hey, and guess what? As you guys crash through the building's top,
Nice.
a little bit of air is leaked. You know, people aren't looking so happy. But no one dies, so that's nice. Sorry, I got these all organized nicely, and then not so
Small
much.
parts.
All right, so one. Come on, give me the ones I cut out for these. 2, 3. Sorry, I'm going through all the little tokens that I cut out that actually are the right ones for this. Okay, just because I thought I cut out more than I did, or I actually used some of them. These are all going to be the same exact mech. They're just brown backgrounds.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Do we know what mech class these are?
Yes, they're all actually the exact same class.
Please don't say assault, or we are going to get mutilated by reliable damage.
It is 100%. They're all assault.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah. So it looks like they have been taking up position, just firing at the door continuously.
Yeah.
And it does make sense why the other team's mechs got shredded now, right?
Yeah.
So there you are. Good luck. You guys start and we roll initiatives, yeah?
We don't roll initiatives. It's players then
right.
enemies.
So who would like to
well-
go first on the players?
I have deployable cover, so I think putting that down again. Oh yeah. So what are the actual sight lines here? How much of
It's an open street. There's
even the blue bits, or are those guys in the blue on the roof?
So the blue bits here, is a door that is fortified where the allies are hiding in. The allies are in a building, so you can't go into the pink area unless you get out, basically. But you guys are going to want to move away from the deploy zone, basically at least one square to give space for your allies to fill in,
Sure.
and hope that they don't get shot to hell by the enemies.
Okay. Oh my god.
Yeah. It might have been easier to do a drop zone and then fight your way through it, but
Really?
that's not what we're doing apparently. So this little bar thing right here, if you can see it or not,
Yeah.
is I'm actually gonna move this guy behind there because that makes more sense for him to be behind.
Sure.
Is cover. That's
Yeah.
not, this there. That's the only thing that has cover. The rest of this is open ground. This is cover. There's some cover over here, but you're not over there, so you don't got to worry about it. This is another
Okay.
building on the far side. But yeah, they've basically just been chilling there, firing machine guns from time to time to keep people, intrigued.
Okay.
Also, for you guys, your guys' equipment and stuff
Mm-hmm.
is going to just be white paper, kind of like the landing zone.
Sure.
That way, it's cover
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. It could be drones. I haven't made special drone tokens yet. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Well, they don't need to be special tokens, but I am eventually going to need tokens that have different visuals because I'm going to have different types of drones with different effects.
Yeah, right now they're all white, and I could literally color them with.
No, that's all right for now. All I have is turret drones.
Okay, so we're good then for now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have circles and hexes for the clear thing, so we'll say circles are cover, and the hexes are deployables for cover, because I know a couple of you guys have deployable cover. Sound good?
Yep.
Tim 4, Roger Fool. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right, who's first?
Does anybody else have to...
He's gonna go first, right?
Yeah, I was going to go first, pop down some cover.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Okay. I'm just thinking of what direction. Like, is there any particular direction you guys want covered? Because I was going to do... given that our visuals are inverted from you, I was going to do what is on my perspective, like 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
Is that right there?
No, flip that orientation. Yes.
Do you want to step forward one to...
Oh, no, I was going to have them be, like, exact... Well, yeah, I guess if we're got to step forward, slide those over, like, to the left and up was... Sorry, other direction and up one. Yeah. And then... Holy shit. I'm going to... That's one quick action.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to place down a turret drone in the dead center of that cluster of 4 of them.
Give me 10 seconds while I click stuff.
Sure.
Come on, if it'll load. I believe in you. There we are. Okay, so you're throwing a drone in the center of 4 of them, so right here?
Yes.
Okay, boom.
And then I'm going to attack the closest one with my heavy machine gun.
Okay, this one's like 2 away.
Yep. Definitely hittable.
Alright, we're going to call him Assault 1.
Sure. 7.
7 does not hit him.
Alright. Oh well. And I'm just thinking of if I want to overcharge. I don't think I do. That's my turn.
Okay. You put some shields up through a thing, fired some shots. Do you have reliable on your machine gun at all?
No, heavy machine gun is not reliable. Assault rifle is reliable.
Gotcha. Okay, next.
It's them.
That's the enemy. He gets to shoot back.
Yep.
Alright, so he has this heavy assault rifle, combat knife, hunkered down.
I'm in hard cover, so I have 2 difficulty to be attacked.
Okay.
Unless he moves to circumvent it.
Yeah, I mean, he's not an idiot, so boop, boop.
Yeah.
He's just gonna walk around.
Sure. If he takes that last move, that would provoke. Okay, who is the big mech there, and do they have a melee weapon?
So that's Waylon, and I don't think it does because it stays in his zone of whatever. Yeah.
I thought the nature of it was like moving through it does it as well, but I'm not.
So if you go
sure.
through it, yes, but he's entering it, so he also has to exit it. So it's like if you run past somebody, you get the attack. Or you run away from somebody without disengaging or whatever it's called.
Okay. Well,
D&D rules, basically.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Is that top tile that he moved not within the guy's range? It's a little hard to see from this angle on the thing.
He walked into both of your guys' angles, so it was shield, inside both.
Yeah. No. Is that second one he walked through? Never mind.
No.
That one is not adjacent to him?
It is not.
Oh, okay, that's my confusion. Sorry about that.
You're
okay. He is still engaged, though, so he will, if he decides to attack with the rifle, take 1d6 inaccuracy.
He is not. He is stabbing you.
Okay.
All right, so let's stabby stab, +1 bonus. Total of 18.
That hits, yeah.
You take 4 points of poke damage.
Okay. Oh, active mode. Yep.
Okay. And he will take a disadvantage because he is up close and personal, but he is then going to shoot at. You roll and see who you're attacking, because there's so many choices. The closest person to him! So you take shot at the would-be Kodiak. So, Waylon.
Yay.
Heavier assault rifle. Here we go. Wow. That's critical. With 2. So, oh, sorry. No, it's not, because that's a -2. So never mind. You're fine. It's an 18. So,
Well, I mean, we're not in our mechs right now, are we?
yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
We
Okay. I was confused. I was very confused because I heard somewhere that we were out of our mechs. It's just wait, why are we out of our mechs?
Your allies are out of their mechs.
Okay.
I have them marked as mechs on the map just to differentiate.
I was just like, all right, well, this is how we all die, but all right, I'm down. Why not? I was just so down to say, all right, fine, we'll do this live. All right, I'm done.
Okay, so 6 damage.
Okay.
All right, that's his turn. He shot and stabbed, and it was very effective. Next enemy or person. So, Carlisle, you get to pick our next person.
Going to take the liberty of assuming that while he is within melee range, you can smoke the shit out of him because you're going for a Tokugawa, right? Waylon?
Yeah, as long as I get into the range of, I have to get a bit of heat.
Oh, well, go nuts is what I'm... Well, okay, hang on. Does anybody else have deployable cover to defend our other flank? Because if so, I will nominate them. If not, I'll nominate you.
I do not.
Nobody has deployable cover? I'll just assume based off of not saying anything?
Yes, Frozen does.
All right. Oh, God, yeah, dude.
No, Frozen doesn't.
He lost it because of the thing.
Oh! That's
All right.
not here, unfortunate.
Yeah, I'll nominate Waylon. Please smoke this assault. Get him out of my ass.
All right, the one in front of us?
Yes, the one who just walked up to us, yeah.
All right, okay. See here now. Okay. I will try and I don't even have to move.
Yep, correct.
But instead I am going to use the protocol action project shields. The projected shields.
Nice.
So within line of sight, I can nominate a character, and any attack that they make against me gains +2 difficulty in the start of my next turn.
Or that you make against them, importantly.
Yep. It's not going to be the dude directly in front of us. It's going to be one of the guys in the back. And you said they were all assault, correct?
Believe so.
Yes, they're all assault. Sorry, I'm reading something.
No, either. So I'm going to nominate the dude all the way in the back. Little dude right next to the green and blue mech.
This one?
Nope. All the way in the back.
Oh, gotcha. You're throwing out a drone. Sorry.
No, it's a projectile shield. Basically, I can nominate one in my line of sight. And we are in the blue zone heading into the little red area.
So, red area is friendlies.
I'm mixing up whoever is...
So, the tokens are bad guys. The actual mechs are allies.
Yeah, the Magic the Gathering card backs are enemies.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. God, I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
So the one in the very back closest to you, the one that says the A and G.
Okay.
Well, they all have, the bunch of them have A and G.
This one.
The one to, it would be your left. Your left. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, the guy behind cover. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna nominate him so he gets +2 difficulty to anything aiming at me.
Perfect. Pig, get off my bed, you weirdo. Sorry.
And I'm gonna whack the dude directly in front of me.
That's a great choice.
He's right here. He's right here, and and the reason I did this is if I project the shield, it gives me 1 heat.
Okay.
So it is the start. It is gotta get the ball rolling.
I agree.
Okay. Now, I'm going to barrage with my heavy melee weapon and then my flex mount. Which my flex mount has a segment knife and a pistol on it.
Ooh, fancy.
Okay, so let's do the... Yeah, okay. Sorry, just making sure I have everything right. Let's do the heavy melee weapon first, because I get bonuses for that.
Okay.
Alright, so I get... do I get any bonuses according to my thing? Yep, first melee attack. Nope, it's not a main melee weapon. Right, that's later. Alright, first melee attack. It's a plus. That is a... Do I get any bonuses? I don't think so, right? Not at this level.
Not
No.
for.
Not for a bit. Oh no, we do get a +1.
Oh yeah, we have grit.
We have grit now, so we do get a +1. So I have a 13. It's a 13 hit.
13 hits. Roll damage. Or tell me
Yeah.
damage.
That's
Give me 30
one-
seconds as well. I'll be back. I'm gonna get another glass of water.
Okay.
Oh, that one fell off. Damage, so that's a 4. And that is a... Oh, okay. 11 damage.
You do... Now, just out of curiosity... Well, I guess you can do it after. 11?
Yep.
Solid.
I rolled a 4, a 6, and a 1.
Okay. It has a little bit of armor, but that was still great.
Okay. 11 damage. Is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Now, segment knife and pistol. Segment knife first, okay?
Okay, segment knife is AP, so all the damage goes through if you hit.
Yeah. Okay. That was a 14.
14 hits. How much damage you do?
Yeah. Just rolling. I'm putting things into CompCon so I can keep track of it. And
Okay.
this is a 1d3, so 1, 2 will be 1, 2, 3 will be 2, and... You know what I mean. I'm
gotcha.
gonna turn it into d3. Brain is turning to mush.
It's all good.
This is what happens when it's this late at night. Okay, it is a 2. Not bad.
So 1 point of damage.
Okay. No. It's a 1d3. So I rolled 2 damage plus 1, so it is 3 damage total.
Okay, 3 damage
energy
total.
damage specifically.
Okay. He's still alive, but it went through his armor, so.
He also gets... Oh, no, never mind. Okay. Nope, you're right. Okay, last one is the pistol.
Okay, same
Rolling.
target, I assume?
Yep, same target. I'm gonna just keep...
I believe in you.
No,
Look,
into him.
if you can rip him up in one turn, I will clap.
It was a 16.
16 hits.
16 goes to you. I can't do a whole lot of damage with this, but we'll see what we get. Okay, I did the max amount of damage I could do, but it's still not a whole lot.
What is
However, if that doesn't kill him, I will react with the turret drone.
it? Either way, probably dead.
So I did the total, which is 3, just 3 kinetic.
Okay, you
That's
do
what I was
3 kinetic damage. 1 is taken away by the armor, but the other 2 go through, killing him.
Alright.
Yes. I did it. I helped.
Yeah, a lot. Thank you.
That was good. Now, I suggest that you move so you can make some space / be body cover for the allies when they get closer.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna.
Where would you like to move to? I wouldn't suggest getting too far away because remember, for you guys to extract, you have to be within one of the allies.
That's true. I'm not super big, so I can't be used as hard cover. Pooh.
I mean, you could just get into my cover if you like.
That's true. Or I could step forward and try to be cool.
Sure, your call.
I've moved you.
Oh,
one.
right. I forgot. This is a brand new scene. I can take any quick action as a free action, including
Yeah, if you like.
skirmish.
Do you have a ranged weapon to skirmish with?
I have an assault rifle.
All right.
I have 3 mounts.
Sure.
The assault rifle has range 10. Which ones can I hit?
Everyone.
Sorry, I can't really see the outline.
They're
Everyone?
all within range.
Sweet. Okay. In that case, yeah, you already moved me forward. Never mind.
You good where you at? I just moved you one. You can move more.
What do you guys think? Is that enough room for you guys to sneak on by?
I like having you there because you provide a melee person buffer to anybody who wants to come around that area, so they will have to eat attacks of opportunity.
Yeah, this is fair. Okay, on that turn, I am going to try and shoot the dude that is off and to my left. All the way in the corner. Yeah, him.
Okay.
Is he in cover? I can't tell.
Nope, he's wide out in the open.
So that's
Okay.
your initiative?
This is the one free quick action that I get.
Okay.
Yeah, that's initiative. Sorry, I'm used to initiative being something else.
No worries.
You're good. Roll to hit.
Rolling. All right, there's a 17 plus 1, 18.
Definitely hits.
Okay, let's roll this d6, and what do I do? Heck yeah, I got a 6.
And I will act on this one to deal another 3.
Okay, so total damage between the two of you?
9.
6 plus 3, but none of it's AP, so
Yeah.
I think I come out as 7.
7. Okay, that's some serious damage.
Yep.
5, 6, 7. Nice. Good job. Okay, now it's the enemy's turn. So, just like his buddy, he runs up to stab you. Because you shot him. Made him very angry. Oh, man, he should have used that. Oh, it's only... Well, it's once per round. Wow. What's the effect, though? They can't... They get to move? Sorry, I'm looking at something.
He's all good.
Could have sworn that when they did hunker down, they couldn't move anymore. Well, it was crazy. Whatever. Doesn't matter. That other guy should have done some stuff, but he didn't. So choppy for you, friend. With the +1 bonus, that's an 11.
Does an 11 hit you?
Where then?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Unfortunately, my thing glitched out at the second.
I can look
Waylon, it does hit. I have an evasion of 8.
Oof, okay, so you get a choppy chop for 6.
Ouch.
I bet 4. Did 4 to me.
rolled
No.
higher?
Oh, sorry, the knife. It's the knife. My bad. It's 4 points of stab damage.
Okay.
I was looking at the rifle.
We
Okay.
still don't have any armor on these guys, do we?
Not unless you got the upgrade for it.
Yeah, but
So, with that, Kachow, he gets to make shots. Targeting, there's 5 of us. I'm rolling for it. He's still going for you. Close range, so it gives him negatives. Unfortunately, there's no actual cover in the way. That's okay. I rolled like trash. That is a 7.
That does not hit. Thank goodness.
Okay. Yeah, I roll big number on the negative, so you're lucky. Okay.
Lucked out.
So that's his turn. It's now you get to elect your next ally. Who's next?
Does anybody have anything particular they want to do?
And as a side note, you can also activate your allies on the inside.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But I wouldn't. I would keep them inside where they
Yeah, I forgot about that. But they're squishy.
Yes, they as people.
I got the auto.
Autopod?
No, the
His rocket launchers are better.
yeah, rocket launcher.
Oh, rocket launcher go pew and boom. Then there's nothing.
Well, it's a grenade launcher.
You are golden. Go ahead. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
please splash a couple of these guys.
Well, except for none of them are next to each other.
Well, it's a burst, so if you fired like in those two guys that are two spaces.
Oh,
that
good
are...
point. Yeah. So you can fire here and get turret bonus, or you can fire over here and get 2.
Probably fire over there because we have a shield in front of us, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're shooting.
Also,
these
I can
guys?
only. Never mind. Yeah.
They make an evasion, right? Because it's a explosion.
Yeah, are you throwing a grenade or is this an attack?
It's a rocket repel grenade.
It is
Okay, so that's an attack, so he makes an attack.
Wolverine. Yep, do it. It's
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a blast too. Woohoo! So it goes 2 squares out from where they're at. That's
Oh,
nice.
so you could fire and get all 3 of those guys if you want, which I imagine you do.
Yeah, right here.
Okay, that's what I'll do. And 19.
19. Yeah, that'll hit all of them.
And the damage is the 1d6.
1d6 plus 1.
Before you roll, are any of them going to hunker down? Because that has to be before rolls.
Right. That would make sense. The issue is I don't know. Like, again, the
You don't know. That's the thing about assault. That's the balance of the ability.
So, attack. Gain resistance to all damage from that attack. What? But they can do this every single round. Just seems overpowered.
They can do it once per round of combat.
Well, if they're in the middle of the street, hunkering down ain't going to do them any good. You can hunker down behind something, but you can't hunker down in the middle of the street.
Well,
No, mechanically.
it's a mechanic. It's a mechanic thing, is what they're calling it.
Like hunkering down behind a defensive piece of their armor or something like that. It's abstract it however you need.
But that's definitely what they're gonna do because rocket launcher. Roll it.
Sure. All 3 of them do that?
Yeah, it'll burn up all 3 of their stuff, but
Fair enough.
So I rolled a 19, and then the damage was 4 plus 1 is 5.
you do 5
Okay.
points of damage. So
And I think it always rounds up, I want to say, but I'm not sure.
well, remember it does for you what it does for the enemy. So
Yeah. No, I think damage always rounds up in Lancer.
okay, so 1, 2, 3 points for the first one. 3 points for the next one, and 3 points for the last one. There you go.
All right.
We're gonna call that good. And you can't use your reaction again to shoot more, can you? Well, that's
No,
not
it's
more.
once per round per turn.
Gotcha.
And I only have 1 currently.
Okay.
All right, what do you want to do next?
And then anybody next to me also has soft cover from that side.
Nice. I would definitely, in
And
that
I
case...
guess I'll use my bonus action or whatever to turn invisible.
Sure. You don't even need to do your bonus action if you don't feel like firing.
Yeah. So you can just use your quick action to like you're gonna want to move at least 1. So I'll move here, so you're still next to an ally or whatever. So they
Okay.
get the soft cover, and then you can still do your other quick action and fire your other weapon. Because you also have the anti-material rifle and the heavy machine gun, right? Or you have the lance rifle or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I have a thermal rifle and an anti-material rifle, yeah.
Well, the anti-material has to be fired as your first move on the turn, I think?
Right. Yeah. Just like the rocket launcher.
Yeah.
But you can still fire your thermal rifle, and you have the crack shot and all that other fun stuff.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do the thermal rifle at the guy closest to me there.
Okay.
And it is AP, which is nice.
Yes, yes.
Look where I want to go.
Drones are more evasive than I am.
That makes sense. They're a lot smaller.
Yeah, that's true. They go wee.
I just want you guys to know that there were, including the reinforcements, there was also another three people that were wiped off the map.
Okay.
So 17 to hit.
That hits.
For sure. Roll damage.
Damage on that is D. The thermal rifle's D3 plus 2.
D3 plus 2. Nice.
Yeah. One D3 plus 2.
Yep. So take your D6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then add 2, and it goes through armor.
So I rolled a 5, so that would be a
3.
2. No, 6 would be 3.
No. It's 3. 5, 6 is 3.
Oh, okay.
Because you always round up.
Yeah, for that dice you always round up. So 3. You do max damage. Good job.
Nice. 5 AP.
And it goes all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's also looking goosed up.
Nice.
We got 2 goosey gooses. Enemy's turn.
And well, never mind. I was gonna suggest he maybe like move somewhere where he can give us a little more soft cover, but that's on his if he wants to.
Yeah, if you would like to move somewhere else to provide soft cover, but also where he's standing will help protect the drop pod.
Also true. Good point.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there. So,
Okay.
who hasn't gone yet? Who hasn't gone yet?
It's the enemy's
enemy's
turn, but you'll get to elect who's next. So the people that haven't gone yet are Frozen and myself. But the enemies go first.
Right, so Frozen, get ready. You're next after the enemies.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Says assault number 3. Knife, stabby stab.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I just want to point out the only reason they're not shooting at you first is because they're avoiding the cover you set up. So that was actually very helpful.
Sure.
That's a 7.
Doesn't
No
hit.
pluses. All right, and then Pepews with a negative, shooting at number 6. That's me in the back. He says, "I'm going to shoot the guy with the big gun that's standing real still for some reason."
Noticeably, I don't have the ability to give him a difficulty because I don't have any melee. No, never mind. All weapons default to having 1 threat range, so I do give him a difficulty.
Okay.
Sorry.
So -3, -11 is 8, which I believe is actually my evasion.
Yeah, unless you put in any agility.
I might have. Let me look. Nope, my evasion is 9. I did put one in agility.
Oh, sweet.
Your boy planned, okay?
Good job.
Anyway, pew 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 pew. He misses by 1. Shot goes wide.
Ooh.
Nimble dodge from the stealthy mech. All right, that's his turn. He shot, stabbed, was a total failure. Frozen.
Frozen father, it is time.
I'm gonna move 1 forward.
Okay. Would you like to move 1 forward here or 1 forward here?
I can't tell the difference through your hand.
Oh, sorry. So do you want to be
Yes,
here next to
there.
RJ, or do you want to be here next to
No,
Carlisle?
next to RJ.
Okay, you are now next to RJ.
All right. So, had a slightly different plan, but that's okay. So I'm going to use my once per scene quick action
Okay.
to fire my heavy machine gun at that guy that just walked up, take a shot at you.
This guy right here? Okay.
And it's inaccurate, so I take a minus, right?
Correct.
All right. So we're looking at 17 minus 5, 12.
12 hits. And you're shooting at number
Sweet.
3 there.
Excuse me.
2 is this guy.
Uh, 11 damage.
You do kinetic or AP?
Kinetic.
Okay, so it's a little less effective than you would have thought. Also, he's also going to burn his hunker down. So
Yep. And it's armor before resist.
yes, yep.
All right. So I still have 2 actions.
Yeah, I'd light this guy
I
up
was going
if
to
you
say
could.
I just end his life. You do that a couple more times, and he already used his reaction. So
And if it's that free quick action, you can fire with the heavy one again.
It was the free quick action.
Whoa.
So yeah, I'll fire with the heavy free gun, the heavy again.
roll.
Get his ass.
Okay, come on. Be really low.
They are really low. This is not D&D stats.
12.
12 hits.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen an enemy stat above 15.
Yeah. Well, there's so much less bonuses to hit in this game.
Well,
12 damage.
12 damage. Okay, so a little bit of resisted, but that blows him up.
Woohoo.
all right.
You said, say hello to my little friend.
And then for my other quick action, that guy that's behind cover,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna shoot him with my smart gun.
Ooh.
Does the smart gun have, like, seeking?
It does. It has
Oh,
seeking
nice.
and it's smart, so it uses his E defense instead of evasion.
And ignores cover, I think.
Yes,
Ah.
well, because it's E-defense.
Well,
No.
because it's
Oh,
a
dear
smart
God,
weapon, as
please
long
work.
as I can draw a path to that guy, cover doesn't matter.
Even smart, I think, can still technically require cover. Or
Nope.
factor in cover if it doesn't have seeking, is what I meant. But this one doesn't, because it's seeking, so, yeah.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Ironically,
So
his
it's-
E-defense and evade are the exact same. But, yeah, he doesn't get the bonus from the cover this way, so thumbs up.
And it's accurate, so I gain a bonus.
Yes.
Yep.
Who's this guy? This is number 6? Yeah, it's number 6.
All right. And how does a 10 hit?
10 hits.
Sweet.
So, as a question, can he hunker down against E damage?
Should be able to.
Okay. He's going to.
In that case, probably doesn't take any damage because it does a flat 4.
No, it takes half.
Yeah, resistance doesn't give a certain, it's just, it halves your damage. So unless you rolled like a 1.
Yeah.
No, it deals a flat 4 damage.
Okay,
So I think he... Never mind.
So it doesn't deal with armor.
Nope.
But it is an actual weapon, not a thing that does heat, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so a weapon 2, but still something.
Yep.
All right. I assume you're going to elect me and not one of the yahoos on the inside next?
Yes.
Okay, it's the enemy's turn though. So, here comes this guy. He is going to shoot. Yeah, he can't even get there with 4. So he's just going to stay where he's at because he's still within the range 10. Well, actually, what's the range on these guys? Sorry, so this is number 4. Shut up, phone.
I imagine it's probably 10, but I don't know off the top of my head.
Yeah, with the rifle it's in. Hey, thanks for 7.
Yo!
Yo, hey.
Hey.
A blind YouTuber. What's up? Feel free to talk in the chat. Appreciate the sub. So, where was I here? Yada yada. Shooting at you. Range check. Yeah, you're definitely in range. So, +1 bonus to the shot. Unfortunately, RJ is on the opposite side, so he doesn't... RJ, with your thing, do they automatically get soft cover, or do you have to be in the way?
They automatically have soft cover. Just follow
Okay.
my camera.
Not
I don't suppose you picked up Guardian to make all of your adjacency bonuses be adjacency +1, did you?
No.
Okay.
next time. No, I think that's from Combat Arms. Is what he's getting that from.
Combined arms. No, that's a... Never mind.
Yeah. Hiya!
Sorry, who's he shooting at?
He is shooting at Frozen.
Okay. So hard cover along line of sight actually does count as soft cover still? They just have to be adjacent for it to be hard cover?
Don't I also get soft cover from being next to...
Right. So he just has soft cover. That's all I have right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were rolling with him having... Never mind.
I got it. I promise.
Okay.
15 to hit.
that hits.
Okay, you take 6.
All right.
And he still has another turn. He's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Get a different angle here. But that's all he can do. He can't fire again, so. No stabby stab from this one. He could technically boost, but there's really no, why engage when he doesn't have to. Okay, next. Me. Oh, hey. Hey, I get a turn. Yay. Thanks. Quick. Hey, that's pretty cool. Making dice pouches is hard. You should talk to RJ about that. Liclet. How do you say your name? I'm going to say that wrong. Feel bad. I'm sorry. Alright, so Hex. So, I am going to use my action to fire my Cyclone Post Rifle, because I have to do that first, right? Because it is... Oh, it's not. I can do that later. Okay, so I have other things I'm going to do first. So, I'm going to use my bonusy action, or whatever you want to call it, to yeet one of my drones, because I picked up drones. And I'm going to throw it right here, just to be in the way.
If you put him adjacent to an enemy, well, I mean, I guess they're going to move probably. But I have an ability that makes anybody next to a deployable take 2 damage.
Well, I'm going to shoot at one of them, so.
Sure.
Then, as my regular ability, I'm actually not going to use my Cyclone, because these guys are...
You also need a full attack to use the Cyclone because it's super heavy.
Right, I use my initiative bonus
Sure.
to do that.
Okay.
So I gotta move. So I'm going to move through our spaces 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fill this spot right here.
I cannot see it because it's perfect.
5.
Thank you for giving me a little buffer.
I gotta take some stuff from my friends here. All right, and then for my move, I'm gonna use my breach blast charges, but that's not what I meant. But instead, we're gonna use it like a thermal grenade.
Sure.
Understand how that works? Yeah, so it's a blast 1, so I'm going to throw it right on top of my turret, so it hits both of them, and your ability activates and all that fun stuff.
Sorry, it's an ability that I can do, not a... Like, it's a quick action. It's not like a reaction or anything.
Oh. Okay.
But I can do it later.
If they don't move. Okay, cool. Anyway, thermal grenade. Yeet. 1 save. Fails. 2nd save. Also fails. That's a 6 and a 9, baby. So They take.
Does your turret take damage, or is it like a burst?
It's a blast.
Okay, blast means even the center takes damage.
Yeah. So my turret. Do turrets have health?
Yes. Drones by default have 5.
Oh, then it's super gone. That's super annoying. I would have wasted my turn knowing that.
Oh well. I mean, you're the DM and you didn't know. I think it's fair to retrofit it. You can just say, "I put it down after."
Yes, that. Throw the grenade. Throw the turret. That makes way more sense. Move. Throw a grenade. Throw a turret, and then shoot.
Sure.
Okay. So anyway, but damage. They still take 1d6.
Okay.
They both take 2 whole points of damage.
1 damage because of armor, unless it's AP.
It's AP. Well,
Oh, sweet.
No, it's energy.
Ah.
So it is not AP, unfortunately.
Damage on the board, though.
And I believe one of them's already goofed up. So something.
They're all a little schmangled from the RPG.
Yes, exactly. So that one takes 2, puts him below half, and this guy takes 2, which puts him not so great. Not so bad, but not so great.
No, they still have the armor. They just have the reaction.
Correct. Yes,
So they'd still only take 1 each, I think.
you are 100% correct. So then it's my turn, and looking at my super heavy class worth of stuff is. I have a pistol now.
Nice.
And a missile rack, but I think I have to... No, I can fire that. And it's whatever. But do I fire at the exact same spot? Because it's also a blast 1. So, question. When things are loaded on your auxiliary and you fire a mount, that means you fire both of them, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm firing my auxiliary mount and shooting my hand cannon and my rockets. So,
You do have to make 2 separate rolls for that. That's about it.
Yep. Okay, so we're going to rocket. Oh, man. I'll hit them both, I guess, and just not hit the turret directly. It has to make it... It'll blow up, probably, but whatever. And then I'll hand cannon the injured one. So, first roll on the regular shot with the rockets. Do they make saves, or do I make a shot? I make a shot.
It's an attack roll, yeah.
Ooh, hey, also, I can use an ammo case here. And I will use... shock. So they'll take an extra 1. Hiya! First guy. 15 hits. Second guy. 16 hits. No pluses. And then with the ammo, or with the pistol, on the injured guy.
Hold on, you have to roll damage.
Oh, you're right, I do have to roll damage. Fine. Alright, rockets are 1d3 plus 1. Plus another 1, because AP, ha. Max damage of 3, so 4 plus 1, so 5 points of damage, which unfortunately will blow up my turret, which is upsetting. It could have lived, but I was destined to waste it, apparently. But 5 points of damage to super injured guy number 1. Maybe, if it'll load. He's still alive. And then to the other guy, also 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then pistol shot on the super injured guy. Let's see if that hits. That's a 12. 12 hits, so it's a whopping... Sorry, I haven't used this hand cannon. It's bringing you 1d6 kinetic. So it's gonna get blocked by at least 1 here. Woohoo! Does no damage. Oh, except for its reliable one?
Yeah, which wouldn't that also just do 0 damage because of armor?
Yeah, right? Nothing. That's
Alas,
so
happens.
dumb. But okay, I tried. I failed. I tried. That's my turn, guys. I can't do anything else. All right, enemy number 5 here is. Come on, load. Number 5. All right, number 5. He's got nothing in front of him, so he's just gonna take shots, and then he'll probably run up and stab somebody because he's within range. So pew pew on me. 16 hits. I take 6 points of ow. I do not have any handy dandy armor. 2, 3. Bam. Okay. That's personalizations. Custom paint job. Let's see what this is. Alright, so when you take... Oh, structure damage. Okay. I'm not quite that beat up yet. Alright, and then he'll walk up and stab me. 1, 2, 3. He says, hello, friend. And I go, I don't want this. I don't want this at all. Alright, he rolls to hit with the knife. Now, with CQC, I can activate that as soon as he moves into my zone, right?
What is CQC?
My hand cannon is CQC threat 3.
It's also loading.
Is it loading?
Yep.
Damn. You are 100% correct on that.
Yeah, it does main damage and auxiliary. They have to balance it somehow.
Oof. Noted. Okay. All my weapons except for my missile racks are loading. This is not good. Alright, well that's unfortunate. I should have let the cannon alone. Might have actually done something. Alright, stabby stab. Got me. Take another 4. I'm hurting. It hurt a lot. Okay, next. Shh. It's the allies. Load up. There's one. Next is an enemy. Where we at? There it is. Again, not going to move. This one's targeting Frozen. Frozen, you ready? You have half cover, soft cover, whatever it's called. Misses terribly. He's going to run up on you, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to try to stab you. Same roll. That's much better. 12, I assume, hits. Frozen.
Yes.
You take 4 points of stabby damage.
I don't actually think it's possible at this level to have higher than, I think, 11 evasion.
Makes sense. Alright, next ally. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He fills in the gap up front here. And then the enemy goes. Shooting at RJ.
Anchor.
A whopping 2. Runs up and stabs RJ. Because you blew him up with a rocket. RJ, you don't happen to have any CQC weapons, do you?
What are CQC?
It notes on your weapons.
Enemy weapons.
Not on my mech.
Okay.
I don't think. Right?
Yeah, you're good. Sorry, apparently there was a sticky spot on the thing here. Anyway, he runs up and tries to stab you. That's an 8. Is that your evasion?
No, my evasion's 10.
Ooh! You dodgy boy. Okay, cool. No knife for you. Next. The next ally. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Boop. Okay. Next enemy. He's just gonna stay behind cover and pew pew away. There's 6 of us. Or 5 of us, I should say. Number 1. That's me. Fuck. That's a 2, though. Doesn't matter. Fuck you, guy. Next.
That should be new round.
Next, no. See, you guys all got all these
Oh,
allies to deal
okay.
with. They have their own movement. They're gonna fill. Luckily, you guys all moved away so they can fill the spots up. Next is the starting over at 2. 2's right next to you. He's gonna take a stabby stab at
What
Waylon
about the
there.
rest of the allies?
Oh
Huh?
boy.
Don't the
Is
rest
there
of the allies
anybody-
get to go first?
Say
Before
what?
we start a new round?
The enemies.
Yeah, all the enemies have done their stuff, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
all the allies get to finish moving before we start a new round.
Yeah, they don't get additional moves if there's more of us than there are of
okay.
them.
Well, that makes this less fun.
And also, players always get their stuff first.
Okay, well, then let me shove people in spots then. Alright, your allies are all secure. So, you guys got to make it through this next round and then you're good to go. Ready?
Yep.
Alright, top of the order.
Do
Any
it.
one of you can start.
If you let me, I can do a pretty decent burst of damage by deploying. I can move my drone with a protocol, deploy another drone between two dudes because they're adjacent to each other, lock onto somebody, and then overcharge to fire a weapon, which allows me to deal 1d6 points of damage to anybody of my choosing who's adjacent to one or more of my drones.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything they want to do?
Not really. I don't have a whole lot of health.
Fair enough. Okay.
I only have 5 health, but I'm down for berserking everybody down if I can.
Sure. If that's how it is, then I guess I can take my turn. If that's all right.
Okay.
Cool. So yeah, protocol. Move my one drone up to 4 spaces. I'm going to move him 3 towards the 2 guys that are adjacent to. Yep. That.
Do you want to be
No,
ready?
this is moving the old one.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but like to be between, like nestled between those 2 scrungles.
I'll say you can make it.
Yeah. Yeah, it
There
was
you
just a straight 3 line. And then those 2 that are like on the lower end of our big clump, those guys are almost adjacent, right? There's like only one space
There's one
between
space
the
in
2 of them.
between them, yep.
Okay, I'm going to deploy a drone there.
Okay.
I am going to I overcharged for my first extra action, so I still have initiative available. So I'm going to use initiative to lock on to. There's a guy on our left, right? Yeah, there. He's a little
Yep.
obscure.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
I'm going.
Yes, he's right next to Kodiak and he is very hurt.
Okay, I'm going to lock onto him because he's, hurt. Might as well wound somebody who's also very close. Give us a little breathing room.
Okay.
Lock onto him. Overcharge to. So, okay, sorry. I've used one quick action of his initiative. Going to. Overcharge to 1d3 heat myself.
Okay.
It's rolling. Okay, that's 3. To shoot at him with my heavy machine gun, consuming lock on, to deal 1d6 damage. No save.
If he's
To-
consuming his lock on, he can roll twice and choose either result.
No, it gives an accuracy.
No.
Oh, do you have the spotter thing? Oh, hell yeah. Sweet then. Sorry about that. I'm going to deal 1d6 damage to each of the pirates who is currently adjacent to my drones. Sorry, these are the turns you get when you have a drone-focused build. It's only going to
It's
get
all
worse
good.
from here.
You're good.
2. Okay, so they each take 2 damage.
Okay.
It is not AP. Then I'm going to... Well, shit, if I have that, I'm going to go for the odds and heavy machine gun this fucker.
Okay, so you injured almost all of them with the at least 1 point of damage.
Yes.
They've all been touched. Good job.
Yep. I get a 17 on dice, which gets a +1 because of our grit. That's something, since now is an organic time to bring it up, so that's an 18.
Okay.
For the guy that's obscured, to deal 2d6 plus 4.
Okay. You can finish them off. I believe in you.
7 damage.
Okay. AP or normal?
Just normal.
Okay, he's alive.
Okay. And then for my final attack, for my final quick action, I'm going
Now,
to electro.
side question. Sorry.
Yes.
With your deployable, is it have to be turrets or is it deployables? Period.
Let me check the verbiage on which bit.
On the thing where you can do damage to people.
Drones for the 1d6.
Mm-hmm.
Drone or deploy. Oh shit, you're right. Drone or deployable with electropulse. So I'm just going to hit all of these fuckers for two energy damage.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it'd be nice if that stacked, but no, that was enough to finish him off.
Sweet.
Okay.
And it's none of it's AP, so they all take one less.
Yep.
Yeah. That is my turn.
You touched everyone but this guy so far.
Yep.
All right.
Otter's sweet, dude.
Enemy. Well, you killed 2, so 3.
Yeah.
Right in front of me, but thank you, cover there.
Drone? Yep. I'll be right back. I'm going to head to the bathroom, by the way.
He's going to destroy your drone because it just zapped him. He shoots your drone. It does 6. He then moves forward 1 and stabs at me. That's a 6. That's not a 9. Plus 1, so 7. Still not a 9. So, blew up drone, didn't stab me. Next.
I'd like to go.
Do it. He's going to the bathroom, so.
Alright. So, those 3 enemies around you and me are all adjacent to each other, right?
No. So there's a space in between these guys.
Okay. But those 2 up there next to you are.
These 2
right?
are adjacent, and then there's a space between these guys because of the turret.
Okay. So, I am going to do a thing.
Okay.
I'm going to activate my core system.
Okay.
Give me a +1 here. And I'm also going to trigger my ammo case and load shock rounds for the heavy machine gun. And I'm going to target that guy that's directly in front of you.
Do it. You said you're activating your core bonus, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
So, 12.
12 to hits. And what kind of damage were you doing?
So I loaded shock rounds.
Okay, cool.
Attack deals energy damage. Choose 1 character targeted by your attack. Adjacent characters take 1 energy AP, whether the result is a hit or a miss. And my total is 12 damage, plus the 1 AP.
Ooh, okay, so hold up. Let me go over to number 5 here. You said 12?
Yes.
I'm back.
Ooh, he's with his armor. That he's not looking great.
What has occurred? Has anybody been attacked? That is an enemy.
Yes.
Yes.
I will use a reaction to deal 3 kinetic to them. With my turret.
Hey! Unfortunately, he's still got armor.
Nope. Okay, that's fine.
Is he still standing?
Yep, he's got a couple of hit points left because I'm going to say he activated his hunker down on the armor. He didn't see the machine gun coming in his face, but the turret he saw.
Cool. My next action, I'm going to drop the mortar right behind him.
Okay, and hit him and his buddy?
Yep.
Roll to hit.
His buddy took 1 AP damage, by the way.
Yep, and so did I.
Huh? No. What?
Yeah, I'm adjacent to him. It's all creatures.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it hurt a little bit. I'm not happy. I'll live, though. Definitely going to need some repairs after this, though. Woo-hoo-hoo.
If you don't structure, it's only like 1 repair for health bar.
Yeah.
Damn it. Okay, well, I'm I'm gonna mortar them anyways. It's gonna hit them. It's not gonna hit you.
Correct.
All right.
You're attacking number 5 and 6 simultaneously.
And 9.
9 hits both of them. Roll damage. 1 will hunker down.
And max damage, so 7.
7. Holy cow. Oh, because you have a main mortar, huh?
Yep.
Nice. Alright, so with the AP and the hunkering, he only takes that many, but he's still not looking great. And number 5 is dead. By a lot. Goodbye. Alright, it's the enemy's turn. And you guys have killed 4, and you've killed 5, which means it's 6's turn, who's right in front of me. I'm gonna need some help, boys. It's gonna be bad.
Did my turret die? Oh,
yes,
never mind.
yeah, No,
Oh,
he
he
shot, one of them shot your turret on purpose. It was
Okay.
started getting shot.
Oh, my turrets have +5 health because of Drone Commander.
Oh, well, then that guy can't be there.
Sorry, I wasn't there to say that.
How dare you drink water?
No, I was doing the opposite. I was removing water from it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so the drone's still there.
Okay. So I assume he did 6 to it?
He did, yeah.
Okay.
That's
That's 4 left. Did he hit a 10?
Did he what?
Did he hit a 10 on his attack roll?
No. He shot at it, did damage, and then stepped up and attacked me.
No, sorry. Turrets actually have evasion and defense stats.
Oh, he rolled like a 15 or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine then. That's what I meant. You'd be like, did he hit or succeed? Sorry.
Yes, yeah, he definitely succeeded.
Okay.
I did roll for that.
Okay, sure. Sorry.
Okay, well, now that changes things.
That does change things because that turret didn't get a chance to fire.
Well, his reaction only lets him shoot 1 turret, right?
I can do 1 turret per round.
Right, but you have to have enough reactions for it?
Yeah, but you get a reaction a turn, so... well, just for the sake of non-complication, let's keep going, yeah.
No, for the sake of save your buddy, activate your thing, please.
Sure. Oh, yeah, if it'll kill him, then...
It will not, but
Pop
it
him.
puts him at 7, so...
Sure. Lower his health, yeah. Go nuts. Now I have fired both of my turrets.
Okay. Yes, both of your turrets are fired. This guy's gonna finish the job then on his turn. Or at least try. You said evasion 10?
On my turret, yes.
Misses. You try to stab the turret.
Yeah.
That hits. Okay, so he does just 10.
Okay.
Okay, 6 before and 4 for the knife.
Okay, so that is the turret destroyed now.
Okay. Then he will move forward and engage. Not that it does anything, because he's wasted his turn to do the stuff, but whatever. Next.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you.
Okay, I'm going to take the big guns and use my super destroyer on the dude behind cover because accuracy and whatnot. Also, this might be my last shot, so gotta get it out there. I'm also going to activate my core bonus, which gives us +1 accuracy for the end of the round, right?
Until the... Yep.
Yeah.
And you can boost, but I mean, we're kind of hemmed in, so...
Yeah. So, using my whole action to fire, got +2 accuracy. So I roll 2 and get the better of the 2. Yada, yada, yada. 4, a 3, and an 11. So I'll take the +4, which is 15. 15 definitely hits. So we are rolling 3d6 plus 3. 5, 3, 3. I'll take that. 11 points of pew plus 3 is 14 points of pew. It is just kinetic, and it doesn't look like it has anything else, unfortunately. I think anything else that would... I probably should have thrown on the ammo case, but whatever. Oh, well, that feels like a waste. He only had 2 health, but he's gone now. Just obliterated. Just there's nothing left of him. So that's my full action. I can't really move or anything else, so that's me. Next is the enemy, which is this bad boy. Stabby stab. Misses. I keep rolling 2s and I keep using different dice. I'm not feeling good. I'm good. It's the enemies, but still. He's going to shoot at you at the negatives. 8 and a -1, so 7 against Frozen.
Well, that misses if it's 7.
All right. Kodiak Jack, what you doing?
Alrighty. Can I, with 4 hexes of movement, get to the one that's up top?
You could, but you sure you don't want to just stay where you're at and take shots so you can finish people off / stay next to the thing so we can escape?
That's true. Because the drones don't count as... This is going to sound bad, but the drones don't count as people for when we need to escape, dude.
They do not. Also, no one's touching this guy back here, so you actually want to move there so we can escape.
Okay. How many spaces is that at from any one of the enemies?
It puts you at 5 away from this guy, and I think 6 and 7 from these two.
Can I go forward 1 space without not being touching someone, or would I know belong?
Well, so you could be here ahead of time and be within 5, and then move afterwards. I was just saying, when you move, you should move.
Yeah. Okay. I was just wondering with that because I need range to be able to shoot things, but only certain things are within certain ranges.
Gotcha. Good. Yeah, you're within range on all of them now.
Okay, so as it stands, I'm going to barrage again.
Okay, so you're firing
barrage this time without my heavy melee weapon. Instead, I'm going to use my assault rifle.
Okay.
So barrage. Okay.
Who are you
shooting? First one. Yep.
Okay.
Oh wait, before. Nah, I'll be fine. Okay. I was gonna say before I do that, I should probably activate particle shield, but no, I'll be fine. Gonna barrage on that guy. 17, 16 plus 10.
17 hits for sure. Oh, that's one. Okay.
Okay, rolling damage. That is 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage. And you're shooting this one right here?
Yes.
Alright, he hasn't been touched too much. He's gonna hunker and not take much of anything.
Okay. Well, I got him to use it. The other ones I could do things with.
Okay.
I should maybe take this this knife off of it, because I should take this knife off. Might just switch over 2 pistols. Oh well.
2 guns.
That's for later.
Double the cool.
I have the main meaty weapon. I could just pop my pistol. Moving forward. So I'm gonna start hitting the dudes off to the right.
Okay.
Pistol and luckily this knife can drop. Calling it sick this entire time. That's not sick. It's not throwing. And he is within range.
Yes.
Knife. Go. Another 17.
That's another hit.
Okay. Damage roll. My dice just rolled off my desk. Congratulations. Dingus. There you are.
I feel
okay.
I missed the conversation.
Rolling. Oh, cool. So 3 plus 1, 4 total damage.
Okay. He hunkers.
Oh, hunkers before damage roll.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's 4 damage total, and pistol. Let's roll this. 15 plus 1, 16.
Hits.
Max damage, 3.
You do 3 points of pew pew damage, minus the armor stuff.
Yep.
He's still standing, but looking rough.
Okay, that's about everything I could do this turn.
Okay, the final enemy. Attacking RJ.
Fix his wagon.
Misses terribly with the pew pews. And then tries to stab you. Also misses. Wow, I haven't rolled above a 6 for an enemy in a while. It's a little disconcerting. Anyway.
That.
Next.
Sometimes it's just...
RJ, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm going to drop a rocket pulver grenade before I can get all 3 of those guys.
You have to reload it.
Okay.
You
So
can't-
my action is reload, and then I'll take my energy weapon and shoot the weakest looking guy.
Stabilizing is a full. So do you have a way to do a free extra action? Well, I guess you can overcharge.
Yep. You can overcharge for free once, so.
So I'll do that, and I'll shoot the. I guess the guy in front of me is probably the weakest looking guy, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And if you want to hit everyone and not hit your allies, you're going to want to shoot here. Well, except for... It burst 2, so 1, 2...
I could drop that if I just go down one hexagon. I should get all 3 of them.
So, but you also will hit allies, is the issue.
No. So, see the white one?
The white one is a turret, yes.
Yep. Okay, go back 1 level. Not the level right next to the one after that. Right there. That's 2 from all the enemy.
Well, the 2 enemies. There's one way over here. The white thing is an ally.
Oh, I thought it was a bad guy.
No.
Okay.
That's a turret.
No, that's the drones.
Yeah,
Drones,
sorry.
turrets.
Same thing.
Close enough. Yeah. They're placeholders.
Yeah, don't worry about them, though. They're expendable.
Also, they have 10 HP.
Well, I think that's when I shoot get those 2 enemies, I think.
All right, roll
Is
it.
that a core whole fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, it exists to damage enemies, so by all means, if you will damage enemies and damage it at the same time, do it.
Glorious purpose.
So I
Speaking
roll
of-
17 plus 2 plus 1, so 20.
Hits and is technically a critical, right?
Well, I didn't roll a natural 20. It was 17.
No.
plus
But
12.
anything 20 or higher is critical in this system.
Okay.
Which means for you, you get to roll 2 of your damage dice and take higher of the 2.
I rolled a 1 and a 6.
Hey, well, you know which
So
one you're
7
taking then.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. I think that'll actually kill at least one of them.
If the other one doesn't die, I'm turret reacting.
All right, so number 6 is dead, which is the one in front of me. And wow, these 2 did not take a lot of damage. Okay, so
Well, the guy in front of me already took a full blast, and I shot him once.
then one of these is not like the other because I have 11 and 3 and 10. So anyway, this one's definitely dead.
And then I'll have the turret shoot the other one.
Okay. Still alive, but barely.
Okay.
Yeah, number 4, which is this one, it hasn't been touched very much. It's been hit a little bit, but not much. Okay. Allies' turn. They activate the escape pod beacony thing, because I'm going to have them all go at the same time, because there's no enemies to go in between them.
Sure. Yoop.
And yep, a zoop zoop, the transport pod flies in very quickly, picks up all of us, and we just whoop 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 whoop, suck it! And we're off.
I assume I also leave, but I've not been picked up
Yeah,
because
sorry.
my token is not tall enough. Okay, cool.
No, you're getting left behind.
Ooh.
Suffer. No. Okay, so
Sure, I can handle them.
firm. I'm not worried about that for now. Boom. Okay. So, you guys technically won. It was a victory. You extracted your friends. You guys will know from information gathered from them that there are more enemies on Tepes besides the Yahoos that were shooting at you. Also, you have to recover all of their drones spread throughout the station. So, what would you guys like to do with that? You've already used your drop pod and your bombardment run and all that fun stuff, so it's you guys, your friends in the thing here, and the, that's what I was doing. I was getting my camera back on me. There we go. It's my face again. So this is a good point to end it, I think, though, just because we're
absolutely.
at the point. You guys are still mid mission. Again, you have mech recovery to do, and
I'm down 4.
some
I guess I
other
might
stuff.
as well.
But I'm ending it for that. We're gonna do plugs and all that fun stuff, and then do our after action review, and then
Shut up, phone.
so for all of you watching, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Our code this month is let me think about it. I had it. I lost it. Anyone remember from Thursday? Or I mean Monday? Oh, it's pumpkin, right? So PUMP, all caps, KIN lowercase, and then 907. That's your code for the month. 10% off the website. All that fun stuff. Anyway, with adventure in mind, hope you all have a wonderful night. Bye.